Hey, chair Sama. Hey, chair Sama, you listening? Hey, chair. Oh. Hey, chair Sama. Hey, chair Sama. Hey, chair Sama, how's it going? Punk ass motherfucker. Guys, why sometimes I'm too far. Hey, guys, good morning. Guys, it's Friday. Some might say the best day of the week. Even though people still work, Friday gets a lot of hype, you know? Where's all the love for Saturday? Saturday is technically where it's at. Friday is like Saturday Eve, you know? If you think about it. If you consider it. I'm just saying. Happy Friday, guys. Biggest Fridayness. Guys, good morning. I was up so late doing dog food because Husbanus and I played Pal World, and it didn't help that like I was drinking wine while playing Pal World, so then I was like egregiously drunk making dog food. And I was like, I have to do it. They're out of dog food. So I did it. And there was a point in time where I was convinced that CERN did slow down time. Because I had brown rice in the rice cooker, and I swear to God, that shit took, like, hours. I was like, you know, like, I don't remember rice ever taking this long, you know? Unbelievable. But, did it. I, too, enjoy fried anus. The Canadian smoke is even worse today. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy reports. It's pretty insane what happens when the AC gets turned on. It's crazy. It was funny. I was thinking about that because, like, you remember how when the AC, the whole thing happened with the United States in the UK, and the UK blamed the United States. Like, this is like actually coming from Canada. Like, this is like the diagrams they were drawing. It was funny. I saw Kershaw made like a similar joke because it's like it is, but this is like legitimately like fucking actual smoke coming from Canada. They gotta get those forest fires under control. All those CO2 emissions. Everything they've taxed the people for. All for nothing. So much for carbon neutrality. Fucking forest fires said, hold my beer. I got this. The leaves are burning. They are. So, like, forest fires are technically like a regular thing. You either have to clean the brush out from below trees or you have to just let forest fires happen once in a while. Like, I don't know. But they're big. They've been big these past couple years. I need to blow my nose. We made Celestium shake because the chair was unleashed. The chair is unbelievable. She's having some problems. Husbanus and I were troubleshooting her at the beginning of stream. But she's like working. She's half working. She's just not listening to me, which is like, that works. Because I was like tired because I didn't sleep much. I was like, oh, perfect. I'll lean on Chair Sama and talk to her to like spice up the stream. So, of course, this is the day she doesn't want to listen to me. Bastard chair. You could do the thing Australia does and do controlled burns. Yeah, that's like the smartest thing you can do is do the controlled burns. Whatever this ain't it. And I worry about people's health. This is like just terrible to inhale. People with like breathing conditions. Maybe I feel like I have asthma. Like it's very weak asthma. What is this? I just have an albuterol sulfate aerosol. Like it's a very like it was worse when I was a kid. Now I just need this and sometimes I need it and very rarely do I need it. But sometimes I need it. But I know that if I go up to Canada, I need to bring my inhaler because if the air quality is bad, like I suddenly become like a bubble child. And you know, you can even hear my allergies. I'm allergic to quite a few things. When I went to the allergist once, they like poke you and like my whole arm lit up. So, to varying degrees. Canada is intentionally retarded because they hate themselves. I mean, I don't know if they hate themselves, but I think they suffer from a similar corrupt government that everyone else is suffering with, it seems like. Like, nothing ever changes. Everything always gets slightly worse. Deficits kind of grow. You know, like, it's all like a song and dance. I'm really tired of, like, politicians just, like, everything's like an us versus them. Like, I don't know. I'm tired of all of this. It's happening in every country. It's not just the United States. And, like, speaking of which, the thing that came out the other night about BLM being funded by like Chinese and foreign assets, like I fucking knew it, you know? Because all BLM really managed to do was drive a divide between people further, pushed racial ties further. I think people felt it was like belittling the way it was said, like because clearly Black Lives Matter, like, and then people would say all lives matter, you know, and then people would fight about like little small pedantic things that don't really matter. Like clearly, like I don't know, any decent person deserves to be alive. Yeah, duh. You know, it's the criminals we don't like. I don't know. They also bought large mansions. Buying large mansions, yep. Allowing forestry in the area would help reduce forest fires. Yep. Your asthma only gets bad when pollen allergies are going berserk. Yeah, when pollen and tree pollen and stuff is going off, like sometimes like I have to like there's like a handful of weeks where like I have to hit my inhaler like religiously before bed cuz like I'll lay down and I start wheezing. But, like, other than that, like, I don't really use it. It's very rare. Go green, go sween. They want to have an eco world of their own, but it comes falling down. It's racist to say white lives matter is a racist statement. I mean, people didn't even say white lives matter. People were just saying all lives matter, and that would set people off. Like it was a weird time. I keep rubbing my eyes, by the way. If my model looks fucking insane, that's what's going on. Happy Friday, Iron Enforcer over on Rumble, my Rumble stepchild. But what else is going on in the world? Well, it's still American Pride Month, so we have the flag going in the background. I'm gonna be on Side Scrollers the 3rd of August. Just really pushing it. I was originally gonna leave to Canada on that day, but when she asked, I was like, shit. I might as well go with a bang. You know, I'll still be able to do the drive. I just need to be there. The 6th in the morning, my dad has his surgery. And, like, I mean, I'm an animal. When I drive, I drive. I'll do the whole thing probably in, like, 1 to 2 trips. I'll drive into the fires. USA, USA, USA. I am a reoccurring guest now. Yes, I'm glad they had me back. The last one I was on, I was very low energy, and I felt bad. I felt really bad, but, like, I already had it booked, but then, like, Fritter passed away before I went on, and I was like, oh, no. As long as I did, I was like, I had 2 goals for myself. I'm like, I don't cry, and I don't become a miserable cunt, you know? Like, keep it positive. So, and that's what I did. I was like, because I was, like, still touchy. Like, I don't know, the first week or 2 after Fritter, like, I was just crying over anything. Like, I don't know. It was just, like, hit me. So, yes, greetings. Nihilus has manly hands and a strong will. Exactly. Exactly. You're the opposite of miserable. I try to be. I'm very internally miserable. So I try to be, like, nice on the outside because, like, no one wants that. But I do get miserable sometimes, and I apologize. I am a, you know, it's like I'm a pessimist that wants to be an optimist. If that makes sense. Because even sometimes, too, like, people are like, oh, you're so foolhardy, or, like, you know, it's already too late. Like, I know it's already too late. Sometimes I talk in, like, a different tense, like a hopeful tense. Like, I don't know. You gotta hope for better, right? Things are already so poopy. Ninus is slumming it with side scrollers while Melanie is rocking it with the quartering. Oh, good God, that hurt to read. Ninus gets invited to FNT to replace Chrissy. Chrissy's still gone from there? I never fully looked into that whole drama. I was, like, away. I was on vacation with Husbanus to the cottage at the time, and I, like, barely... I never got the full drama there. Chrissy is permanently gone. Yes, forever. Oh, and I'm just realizing, speaking of permanently gone, I don't see any of my YouTube chat showing up. Activate selected. Sometimes this chat... For the longest time, it was picking up YouTube automatically, but lately I've had to go in and go into my chat amalgamator and select the live sources and click, click, click. My bad, guys. I didn't mean to dislove you. It's because we're not reaching the goals, clearly. I'm sure Craig understands as a dog owner himself. No, Craig was really good. The reason why I had such a hard time not crying that whole stream, too, is because at the beginning of the stream, Craig was like, I get it, because I warned them before the stream started. I was like, my dog died. So, like, I'm in a weird place. And I don't want to be, like, weirder than usual. But, you know. And he said some really nice things to me. Including something that almost made me cry and had, like, tears in my eyes, like, the whole fucking time. Because he said, like, you know, you go about your day and you're doing whatever you do, you know, and you come home and to your dog. But to your dog, like, you're its whole life. Everything revolves around you, and, like, you know, so, like, the bond you share with your dog is, like, really important, and, like, you know, that's why it's important to be there for them. And fucking made me like, oh my God, it's so true. Like, you are their whole life, you know, which is, like, why how you treat them matters so much, because, like, that's their everything. And that's why, like, I really do think, like, if I have a big breed dog, you know, he's got pit bull in him. He's a you know, he was a sad looking puppy and I picked him up. and I knew the risks, all right? And like he walked around with a soft muzzle on for a while until I knew him, you know? So like up until about 2 years I had one of those like really soft. It's like fabric on the top and then there's like mesh around the mouth, but it's just enough that like he can't grab anyone or anything cuz I didn't know. I didn't know. I was just being safe. I was training him like any other dog and I didn't know what he was like and he's not like that. He doesn't bite or anything like that. Um but I've never hurt him. He's never been hit or slapped or yanked or kicked. You know, like that's not how I trained him. I trained him like very specifically by when he acts out, he sits and and he looks at me and I tell him that he's not supposed to be doing that. And when he does something good, I reward him for it. That's the way he's been trained. It works out pretty well. He's like a really good dog. But I really do think like that's like you are their whole life. So if you show them violence, they will reenact that violence. These people, when they're like, oh, it's my baby, I didn't see it coming. I guarantee these are people who also have a short temper and have like fucking smacked their dogs or hit their dogs and they yell at their dogs. I saw a cop cam the other day of some lady getting her pit bull taken away. When animal services took the dog, it didn't even look back at her. I've never seen a dog do that. If you separate a dog from its owner, usually they're like, and like, oh, like if you tried to take Atlas from me mid walk, he'd be like, what the fuck is going on? And start trying to get back to me. This dog fucking looked back once, not even. It like looked back and was like, like with animal services. Animal services has a thing around its neck. It was like, take me away. And of course, this lady was like batshit. I wonder if I can find that. I wonder if I can find that video. But the dog also bit someone at Walmart, and it's like, oh man, like the whole reason I think pit bulls should just be you need to fix them out of existence because you can't control these idiot humans that are gonna get them. They're just such a dangerous breed. They're such a dangerous breed. Even with whatever mixed Atlas has, his teeth are fucking huge. They look like shark teeth.
Jericho got taken,
you don't fuck
sent
with those
500 kicks, and says, Happy Friday, Butt Cat. We playing games today?
We're gonna play
Happy
games if
Friday.
we reach the goal.
Jericho Gotti.
Sounds like a crazy
500
lady.
kicks
Oh,
is
she
a
was
royal
she was
decree,
crazy.
So we are absolutely playing games today. Don't let Donnie's sticky breath distract you from the...
Like, don't get me wrong. I love dogs, but if you have a violent dog, like, those things do... They either need to be put down or, like, if they're still fixable, brought into a proper home. But, like, man, so many people have these dogs that shouldn't. Like, I don't know how to, like, have these dogs exist without taking away people's freedoms. But, like, some of these bigger dogs, you should have a fucking license. You shouldn't be having these dogs. You can't control them. You have no idea what you're doing. They're like little weapons. You know, they're on
Jericho
par with
got
being
tame,
wild animals.
Sent 5,000 kicks.
Holy
and
shit!
Says, let me stomp the goal then.
Holy
Jericho
shit!
Gotten, your stomping power is legendary.
Oh my gosh!
Now go crush that goal before Donnie tries to claim it as his own sticky prize.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I have pepper spray along with my 2A when I bike to and from work. No, yeah, I love dogs, but there's so many fucking irresponsible dog owners, and they have them off leash. A lot of times it's like, what are you doing with your violent ass dog? And even they bring them to the dog parks. The only time Atlas has been injured is that I would bring him to the dog park all the time because like socialization is like really important. And so, but you should also know your dog if they can handle it or not. And I brought my dog, and I was in this like ritzy place in Ontario called Oakville at the time. And I go to the dog park there, and you know, everyone's fine, nothing's going on. Someone came in with a Doberman, but it was so clearly a Doberman trained to be a guard dog. What the fuck are you bringing that thing to a goddamn dog park for? And yep, lo and behold, it walked in, and not within 2 minutes, it had this tiny little Yorkie poo thing in its mouth. And Atlas actually ran up to help that dog, and then the Doberman latched onto Atlas's fat head. You know, and like thankfully the terrier or like the little Yorkie thing was okay, but they had to take it to the vet. And yeah, the lady was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And she's like all fucking clean cut. And like, you can tell just like some sugar baby, like, oh my God, get your dog out of this park. It doesn't need to be at a dog park right now. It has like no, you know, even dogs look at tails wagging to communicate. When you dock a dog's tail, it fucks with other dogs. Like they don't know how to treat that thing. But anyways, yeah, what a dummy. I was like, get, what? Like, and it's like you have to know your dog. Like, you can't be this clueless. But people are, like, literally that clueless. this thing was sleek. Like, you could tell, like, this Doberman, someone paid like $4,000 for it. Like, it clearly had like its certifications and stuff. And it was probably a really good guard dog. And it probably was a really good dog, one-on-one and well trained. And this dumb broad didn't understand that, like, just because it's well trained with her doesn't mean you can bring it around other dogs. It looks at all of these things like little targets. But I was just glad, again, like, the Yorkie lived. But one of the scariest experiences, because I was also afraid for Atlas, because the thing latched onto Atlas's head. And Atlas is like a fucking baby. He just cries and deals, you know. But thankfully, his big blockhead stopped the attack. That Dober, I don't care what it is. If it moves, I'm going for it. Oh, yeah, it was like in hunting mode the second it came in. Oh, look, it's my... But yeah, this is the one. This is... They literally, like... Don't be like this. Because again, like, I have no sympathy for dogs once they become violent. If anything, I feel bad. I feel bad that they were raised so poorly,
cheer
but...
100, cheer 100, it's. Like that they say, Floridanus, the owner reflects the doggo BC. It's about society and the neighborhood within. I seen old videos and news of pitties just mauling the owner.
Babies
Keep
and
Atlas
owners.
safe from the outcast dogs of today's world. Dober Buddy Toe, your pit bull lore is wilder than Donnie's Sugar Rush, but I appreciate the concern for Atlas. Keep those eyes peeled out there while you polish my varnish.
Is this someone re-uploading the same video? But, like, no, it's just, like, a lot of these people, too, who get mauled by their own pit bulls, it's like, I know so many people with a short fuse. And there's no way, and, you know, they're like, oh, I never saw it coming, or, like, someone will have a pit bull and, like, it attacks a child. I guarantee they've been slapping or hitting this dog. 100%. Even the way, one of the things that disgusted me the most with the way Hassan Piker shocked Kaya, it was also the way he spoke to her before he did it. Like, that little pissiness, he hits his dogs, you know? And you just know these things from people because you've been around people like that in your life. It's hard to become an adult without having experienced, or maybe even you have a short temper, and, like, whether or not you act out on it, you know, having it there doesn't necessarily mean you do it all the time, but, like, yeah, people have short tempers, and a lot of people have short tempers with dogs. Because they, like, don't fight back. It's, you know, it's a problem. It's a problem. But anyways, here's a woman who clearly doesn't love her dog. The dog doesn't love her. There's zero respect going on here. Piker has no care in the world of being a dog owner. He's a turd. He is a turd. I just realized my beautiful music wasn't playing.
All about an aggressive dog at Walmart.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god, this is not... This is... Oh, I see. Heavy is watching. I didn't want that. I want to find the original one. It's this one.
In this BC...
Oh no, it's not. It's this one. Like, it just like criminals too, though. Like, it's like once they commit the crime, there's no pity, you know? Like, you can't pity people if they make poor choices.
In this BCW...
But again, like, it's so clearly, like, the people's fault who, like, raise these things to be little fucking demons. And, like, I don't think there's no way to stop it other than just breeding them out of existence. Like, the second I got Atlas, he wasn't even fixed. I got him from the sketchy part of Toronto. He was, like, 3 months old. And he wasn't even fixed. They were clearly going to breed more. You know, I fixed him. You know, I love him to death. I would happily have another one. But, like, the world doesn't need a dog that can bite your arm off. Like, his teeth are huge. You know, if he wanted to bite me, like, he would be a problem. It's crazy. It's crazy, the jaws on some of these dogs. Again, it's like shark teeth. Like, so it looks like a big shark tooth. They were going to breed Atlas, probably. Atlas likes those Kong toys. Yeah, he's one of those. He's a heavy chewer. Do you do a full body portrait of your avatar yet? I technically have one of those. I need to do a proper one that I draw. When I go up to Canada, oh my god. When I go up to Canada, I'm gonna have a lot of time to probably doodle. I'm probably gonna have to make another Twitter account, and then I'll just have to post art there and retweet it with my Nyanus account. Because I'm rubbing my eye. Because I still have that sexual flag on my Twitter. But I should do that. Do not the Atlas. Big dog lives matter. No, I love big dogs, but at the end of the day, like, human nature just doesn't change. You know? I don't know how much you can change human nature. It's like just in the best interest to like not breed these types of dogs because like people can't handle them. Cutie Cat gives Atlas the Kong rope with a nice Kong cheese. Don't get me wrong, I love my big dog. I love him to death. I know what similar breeds are capable of. And it also frightens me that there's like just idiots out there. Because like you're basically getting what could be a rabid wild animal and they're just like, you know, smacking them around and it's a ticking time bomb of when it's going to bite a kid or when you take it to
Disc
Walmart, it's going to
Optimist
bite people in the
Ask
ass.
Me Anything and says, Chair Sama, does Atlas chew your legs? This is a safe place. You can be honest.
What
Cheever
were
slightly
pit bulls bred
hedges
for?
well. Maybe. I mean, Atlas is a big boy. He's got that. Enthusiastic chewing energy. I think he might nibble the legs if he thinks they're crunchy, or if he's just bored. It's hard to tell with dogs, you know? They look at you like you're a snack sometimes. Nervous wiggle, I'll keep my polish erections ready, just in case.
Jesus! Stop it with the polished erections. Good God. Pig hunting. No, yeah, they used big dogs like that for pig hunting, and there was also, what empire? For like a border or like it was like to keep prisoners in line. A lot of places would have like dogs chained to poles with like an area that they like basically an AOE that they could run around in. And I think they used bigger breed dogs, whatever they could get their hands on that would be nice and violent, like a shepherd or any of these big dogs with big jaws.
Video. We're taking a look at an incident.
My dog is such a baby. She's a giant brat and she hates being called out. She starts thrashing on the bed, throwing the blankets and pillows when you call her a brat. Yeah. Atlas is such a baby. Like, my brother called me and was showing me his kittens. And I was like, oh, like, and obviously I was like, you know, like, oh, cute kitties. And like, I was talking like that. Atlas was like looking at me like, who the fuck are you talking to? How dare you? Like, don't you understand I'm right here? He kept giving me side-eye. Like, dude, dogs get so sassy. Chat goon too hard to chair Sama, so she thinks Chat is always horny when they want to polish her legs. Of course. I mean, you guys are, though, right? So, I mean, is she wrong? Hydrate. Chug. Yeah, pit bulls were bred for bear baiting and later used for dog fighting when bear baiting was banned. Yeah. And they don't feel a lot of pain. And they have really big jaws. Like, you know? Pit bulls are a fucking missile of muscle. They can take down a cow or a boar by biting their ears and dragging them down. Seen it. No, yeah, Atlas, like, you can tell Atlas has that in him. Like, he's shorter than Blue. He's shorter than Blue. But Blue is like 60 pounds to Atlas's 90 pounds. Because he's just a little tank. He's all thick. Like, I remember when he was growing, I was just like praying for him to stop. I was like, oh my god, stop getting so big. He's stocky. I call him a barrel or a sausage. Atlas has the strong mentality and Blue is tall. I always called him Goku and Vegeta. And Blue is Vegeta and Atlas is Goku. Because Blue has, like, a mean streak. I don't know, like, Blue has now understood that, like, Atlas is all bark and no bite. So Blue, on a daily basis, he just runs up and, like, bites Atlas's legs, bite Atlas's, like, neck and head. Like, sometimes Atlas comes in from outside and they were playing, and, like, Atlas is all, like, wet. Like, his face is all wet because Blue's just been, like, noogling on him. Yeah, it's play biting. Like, Blue's not biting too hard, but he's, like, realized that he can do it. And, like, Atlas, like, doesn't put his teeth on him. So, like, Atlas just goes, ah. And Blue just goes so fast, just darting in and out. Bite, 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 bite. Has a blast. Poor Atlas. Yeah, it's tough. Atlas is thick. He is. My great uncle had 3. He trained to hunt wild boar. He hunted boar with a spear for fun. Yes, he's from Florida. Yeah, there are spear hunters in Florida still. I've seen them. They spear hunt fish, too. I've run into them. on the boardwalks or whatever the fuck you would call it, you know, where you launch boats and stuff. Pit bulls were bred by crossing the Old English Bulldog with the Old English Terrier to combine the strength of the former dog with the aggression of the latter. Good God. I love dogs. Me too. I love, like, animals in general. I could have a whole petting zoo.
That happened in Orlando on April 9th, 2025, when police had been called about an aggressive dog at Walmart.
All of the heartwarming and all the good stories of people who actually know how to own dogs, and this is why you have to be concerned about dogs, and this is why that these are, again, these are problem dogs. I can both enjoy my experiences with these breeds, but I can also be like, damn, we need to get these off the streets because they keep eating children, you know?
Hey, you, stop.
What's going on today?
Okay.
Somebody called and said the dog's biting people?
He is.
Okay. Where's the people that got bit?
31 unit check.
What are you
no
doing
idea
bringing
where
a
they
dog
went?
like this to Walmart?
2122.
Well, you can't talk or nothing?
There's
What's
some
wrong with
dogs,
you?
and again, you should just know your dog. It doesn't even have to be a pit bull breed. There's some dogs that can walk into crowds and be completely fine, and they'll walk with you, and it's nothing. And there's some dogs that get, like, overstimulated, and they don't know what to do, and it causes them to lash out. Like, this dog doesn't look happy. It's not wagging its tail. It's pacing around a lot. This dog is not at ease. You know, if I was standing right now with, like, Atlas at my side, because I also have a leash that goes around my waist, he would just be, like, waiting by my side, looking up at me, or sitting, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, the way this dog is darting all over the place, like, it's already...
Okay. Are you bit?
You never should have brought this dog here.
Do you want to see?
Bitches be whack.
Like, can you just tell me if you're bit? You can't tell me?
Hey, stop.
Come here. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here. Okay, that's
Hey,
fine.
I want to file a report.
Okay. Can you just stop? Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Who did your...
If 13% of the dogs commit 50% of the bites, we should get rid of them. Well, the thing is, too, the 13% of the dogs that commit 50% of those bites is owned by 13% of the population, if you catch my drift.
dog bite?
somebody. All right.
Hold the...
I hate people who bring their obviously untrained dog into public and claim it's emotional support animal while it's shitting all over the carpet and crying. For real. A lot of people are intimidated by these dogs. I think owners like the power of it. That's probably what it is, because I've noticed when I used to walk Atlas in Toronto, people would cross the street, you know? And, like, I felt bad because Atlas is, like, such a sweetie. Like, he loves meeting new people. Like, he's like most normal dogs. That's what they want to do. They like interactions. And, like, I remember he'd always be so sad when they leave. Poor guy. He was racially profiled.
Dog with your both hands on the leash, please. What?
Why?
Because I said so. If your dog comes at me and tries to bite me, I'm going to kill it.
You're going to kill my dog.
If it comes at me and bites me,
You're going to kill my dog?
do I speak another language that you don't
I
understand?
think so. You said you were going to kill my dog.
Yes, if your dog bites me, I will.
Already clapping. Dude, anyone who, but, like, non-ironically, you're gonna clap between every word. Like, you are a problem. You're not just a problem here. Like, you're a problem your whole life. Everyone who interacts with you, like, when they leave the room, they, like, exhale. Because it's been a problem.
Okay?
All right.
This cop
Let's
is funny.
grow up
I
a little
like
bit.
him.
Let's act like adults, okay?
All right.
Atlas is facing
You wanna hold on to your
discrimination.
dog?
Again, though, at the same time, I can see rightfully so. He's got big teeth. Lots of similar dogs are problems. Like, it's...
Okay, I don't think you want to play these games,
It's like,
okay?
I got my dog.
Good.
I think guns have a bad rep, but, like, guns can't do violence if you put a gun down. The thing is about dogs is that you raise them violent, and then they can just, like, leave your yard, and they can go do violent things. Like, you know, they're more dangerous than guns in many ways. Because, again, the gun needs a user. Dogs... Once you set them up to be little monsters, they just have any opportunity. If they jump the fence, if they get out, you know, even if you're walking them and they slip your grip, what do? You know? Doggos can't do violence if you put them down.
Why am I at Walmart today?
3110.
Go ahead. Well, I'll need another unit here. This dog owner's not going to be cooperative.
Dispatch would send 4 units, along with animal services.
I'm going to follow with you.
Okay, I'll be with you in a little bit, okay? What's
All
that?
I said is you
The
better
vast majority of pit owners are either drug dealers or divorced white women. Yeah, unhinged people. Unhinged people who are, like, volatile, you know?
have the best.
Who got bit? Who got bit?
Two people already. There was
Okay.
another gentleman in the store.
Okay. Where'd you get bit, sir?
I got the video.
Okay.
I got bit in the ass.
Okay,
and
do
he
you want an
said-
ambulance?
That's the funny part, too, though. I got bit in the ass, and he, like, turns around and starts pointing to his ass.
Do you want an ambulance, sir?
Yeah.
You're talking about pit bull
Okay.
owners?
I wanna
Yeah,
follow-
yeah. And also, like, I think the one thing, again, my favorite part of the video is when the dog is taken away from her and it doesn't even care. Doesn't even
Okay, you can
care.
do that with animal services, okay?
You can't follow
Oh, I know,
report?
I
We
just
don't do
blew
that.
my
That's
nose
animal
without
services
muting.
that'll handle that.
How was
Ew.
the attack?
What's that?
How was the attack? Send the video to me.
Hey,
The victim would explain that he'd been walking outside with his cart of groceries when the dog turned and bit him on the butt. He'd also tell the officer he'd seen another man get bit near the entrance.
Oh, he was at the
that's why.
yeah.
What your shirt say? I got your.
I think I would believe Nyannis is trying agility training over the quartering, claiming he trains those dogs. Oh my goodness, I would love if my dogs would do agility training. I did try briefly to see, like, you know, Fritter would have been more so the best dog for it. He was a very good listener. Atlas, when I tried to do any, like, he's a very possessive dog with toys too, so, like, the one thing he never really learned was fetch. Like, he'll let me fetch with him, like, 2 or 3 times, and now it's a game. Now can you come chase me with the ball? And, like, it's his favorite game in the world. So, like, I don't know. I don't need him to be, you know, the best fetcher in the world. And so, like, just agility training and stuff is kind of out the window with Atlas. He's a baby. It's fine. I feel like I'd have to get a breed. You'd have to get, like, a more... like an Australian Shepherd or some sort of, like, hound or what else? I don't know. It's just Atlas didn't have it in him. The quartering has pit bulls. I was thinking, taking into account they were bred for bear baiting, they'd be great for living in the deeper areas of mountain forest. Maybe that's why Atlas likes to play catch me. He just, dude, the way he gets his, like, you know when dogs get, like, really proud of themselves? When he finally decides it's time for me to chase him, he prances. His ears go back. You can tell he's like, ee, you know, and just, like, runs away. He gets a weird stance to him, like he knows he's being a little shit. But anyways, the quartering has German Shepherds. Oh, okay. Those are nice dogs. That's a damn shame.
Her back,
Okay.
dumbass.
Okay, we'll have the
You dumb.
ambulance come check
Oh
you
yeah,
out, okay?
Dalmatians. Dalmatians are, like, very aggressive dogs. Those can be very aggressive dogs. A lot of other dog breeds too, like Huskies are up on the list for aggressive dogs. It really comes down to the owner.
You dumb as.
It just
Can
so
you stop
happens,
talking,
I
Mike?
think the reason why pit bulls are, like, the most violent is because of just, like, literally the dispersion of owners. The people who are interested in getting pit bulls are usually people who are also, like, you know, they probably shouldn't even have any animals, you know? They're probably not responsible enough for anything, let alone a pit bull.
I'm not talking to you, am I?
Can you
Dalmatians
stop
were
talking
bred
about
to
people?
bite.
Why are you yelling? Can you act like an adult?
German Shepherds are
act
man
like an
greatest
adult?
soldiers. Yeah, they're so cute. My uncle's always had those.
You ain't gonna do
Or,
shit.
like, my
You
uncle
ain't
that
gonna do
passed
shit
away,
about it.
but...
Tighten up, okay? Watch out for that pole. It snuck up on you, didn't it?
Look at this dog. Look at him. This dog is trying to bite everyone that passes it.
You
Like,
got bit
what
first
in the
people,
fuck?
Look out.
Go ahead and do that.
Look at it. Look at it.
All right.
Unbelievable.
We'll have the fire department come check you out,
Did you
okay?
see the video?
The animal services will handle all
Like,
of that.
how is she...
Here, okay?
That's, like, the wrong thing for this dog, too. The leash that I have has, like, a handle halfway through it. So, like, you can grab this handle so the dog's always right beside you, you know? Like, you shouldn't have this, like, weird rope.
Service will
See?
handle all of that.
Look, I was just walking
Like, how are you
by and
supposed to
them
grab
dogs
that?
bit me
You
in the
see the
ass.
camera?
Give yourself
You
rope
better
burn?
And there's
see
a camera right
and
here,
there's a
too.
camera right there too. Yeah. You on camera. You see me on camera.
Look, your dog is out of control.
And your mama is out of control.
My mama's dead.
And my mama big.
Once additional units started to arrive,
It's a really
the officers
aggressive dog. Yeah, this is a really aggressive dog. This is not a dog you bring into public.
tried to keep the woman
This
away
is
from
this is a child eater. You know, this is the type of dog that would bite a child. you know? And it breaks my heart because the dog deserved better, but now it's like this. Like, it shouldn't be out. You know, there should just be either we put dogs like this down, which does break my heart. But like it's situations like this you have to use logic. It's either that it needs to be taken away and given to an owner that can handle it, like, or some farm. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be away from people. It doesn't need to be in situations where it's around this many people. Like it's irresponsible. It clearly wants to bite everything that passes it.
The store's entrance as they waited
The
for
woman
animal
would
services.
bite children too. But and again too, no wonder this dog's so fucking weird. She's weird. These people that are so like up in arms against the police, like she's clearly fucked up too. She's on drugs or drunk or something and walking around with her dog at Walmart.
What y'all finna do with me?
Stay in the center of the mulch with the dog. You're here with the dog, right?
Duh, don't you see my
So
dog?
your stuff.
I think a
here
good
with the
use
dog.
for pits would be to crossbreed them with modern bulldogs to diminish their terrier blood and the harmful deformities of the other. Or just people should fix these dogs. Stop having pit bull breed. Like, you know, just fix them. I love them too. But like, again, I think this is a bigger problem than guns in a lot of ways because like they're just like, I mean, this dog, if she let this dog off the leash right now, it would go run and start biting people. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I'm dying. If I don't get enough sleep, I seem to get allergies worse. Like, dust and everything really kicks my ass. All these things I'm actually allergic to that I seem to get away with on a daily basis.
So stand right there.
Girl, I don't give a
Stand in the middle of the mulch with the dog.
Let's go. Sit.
The dog probably has the higher IQ.
Hey, can I get your name and date of birth?
Hey, you can't get a thing out of me.
I'm asking you.
Oh,
your
I
name and
can't
date of
stop sneezing.
Thing.
birth. Why not?
You can't get shit. Play hot boy and then you can get the away from me.
What are you
That's
talking
what you
about?
do. You and you. Racist ass cop. Nah,
You know, and I haven't seen... Look at just the dog's body language, too. It hasn't wagged its tail once. Its tail has been down, you know? If anyone... Like, I would imagine most people in chat, if you have a dog and you brought it around cops, like, your dog would be wagging its tail and, like, want the cops' attention. This dog is not in dog mode. It's just in predator mode. It's just looking around on the prowl, like... This is not good body language from a dog. If I saw my dog acting like that, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you talk to dogs, like, because dogs kind of understand language. Like, what is this? Like, that's a very aggressive stance.
Do I got a car? Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Sure, is it here?
No.
That dog
you
is
want it.
ready to
Yeah,
go.
let's go.
Its tail's
Let's
not
go.
even
I
up.
told you to stay over here.
And I told you
My
to
huskies that, like, barely wag their tail more than this.
stay right there.
Man, you understand you're not free.
I understand everything.
Good, very good, thank you. So you'll know to just stand right over here.
And I know you
Thanks, appreciate
better
it.
get back.
I don't think you want to play with me.
Yeah, I don't think
you wanna go
down that road.
100% she's the way the dog's like that.
Down.
Oh,
Down. Hey.
Dog
Down.
doesn't listen at all. Look at it.
Please get your dog.
It's
into the
just
mulch.
like... It's just like a turret. It just goes around and looks at people.
Thank you.
Who am I
Get out of the
gonna
road.
bite?
That's all I'm asking.
Dober Buddy 12 donated $1.0
Perfect. Stay- you
and
stay in the mulch.
says,
Ma'am, come on,
cheer
where you going?
100 around my neighborhood I seen. Doggo's actually going to thrab bathroom on someone's front lawn. Curb your dog or face the dire crumb tax. The dire crumb tax is a serious matter. Dober Buddy 12, and your tip has been duly noted for the treasury. Now if you'll excuse me, I must ensure Tangerine Kebab polishes my throne before Donnie tries to say
I feel so bad for pitties. I mean, they just deserve better owners. But, like, it's just inevitable that you can turn them into these, like, machines. Like this thing... And again, it's because she's probably so aggressive all the time. And the way she's acting right now is setting the dog off. Like, she's pacing, she's acting out, she's using higher tones, her blood pressure's up. Like, dogs are really in tune with how you're acting. The only time Atlas has ever acted out, I was walking him through the river, because there was, like, this 16-mile creek or whatever in Canada I'd used to walk them through. and there was some guys fishing, and I always say just hi to people. You see people on the trails and stuff all the time. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? Atlas locked eyes with this other guy, and, like, Atlas was like, you know what, fuck this guy. And the guy did look like trouble. He was, like, kind of giving off weird vibes. It's the only time I've seen Atlas, like, get down low. His hackles were up. He was growling. Like, Atlas was ready to fucking take this guy on. But the guy was probably a freak. But, you know, I just was like, come on, Atlas, let's go. And we, like, left. But, only time I've ever seen him act out. Because dogs are really good at also reading our body and our, you know, our body language, the way we're talking, our emotional state. And so this dog is probably on edge because of how fucking crazy she is. With great power comes great responsibility. Truer words have never been spoken.
So we gotta figure.
Yeah, it's like I've known people who have raised nice pits. Yeah, no, the next door neighbor to me growing up had a pit bull. Like, I had no idea this was, like, a stereotype until I got older. Because they had, like, the sweetest pit. Like, you could ride that thing like a horse if you wanted to. Like, it was just... And they were able to, like... It was one of those dogs that, like, were able to just sit outside. Like, you could let it out. They were French people. In Canada, no wonder. But yeah, it's like, my neighbors are French. I remember the dad's name was Pierre. Like, such a French name. And yeah, that dog would just sit on their balcony, then come back in. Like, it was one of those dogs that, like, thought it was human. Thing was like an old soul. Like, it was just like, yeah, okay, we're walking. It was one of those kids that would also walk to the bus stop with the kid. The kid would go to school, then it would just slowly mosey back home. Like, such a well-trained dog.
Grab her.
Yeah, I don't want to grab the dog.
When he grabs the ball.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
The way people talk about pits is how I feel about
Calm
Rotties.
back. Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where?
I told you to stand here.
Never
I
meant a
told you to
violent
stand
Rottie.
here.
We're not doing
Rotties
that.
can
And
be
we're
really
not
good
doing
dogs.
Man, look at me right now.
Keep your dog there. You stay right there. All right? That's all.
Okay, watch
That's all we're doing.
this takeaway.
Don't touch
All right.
him. Don't touch him.
All right.
Don't touch him.
You got it?
Don't.
Like, they just grabbed the dog in, like, a very uncomfortable way for the dog.
touch him.
Stop.
Picking this up.
Hey.
Put your hands behind your
All
back
right.
until we get this sorted out.
All
Cut
right.
your shit.
Yeah.
Lighten up.
Okay.
I got it. We're good. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it?
You better move back. Back.
On her belt.
Back. Drake. Get back. Draco. Draco. Draco.
Undo this.
Draco. Draco. Draco.
Watch
Stay here.
this.
Draco.
Logic
Draco!
unfolds
The dog's
donated
not even looking.
5.0 pounds and says, link 3 min relevant to convo dog vid for contrast. Upbeat, sweet tale. This is for Moomin Tonight Goal 2. Logic Unfolded, your sweet dog video, and GBP tip have officially elevated my throne room vibes to absolute royalty levels.
can't stop blowing
Please
my nose.
ensure Tangerine Kebab is properly polishing my varnish with the same
Draco.
enthusiasm he puts into avoiding Donnie's sticky breath.
Oh, it's around her waist.
Draco. Draco.
Draco doesn't even look.
He's got a knife
Draco
and
doesn't
scissors.
even look. Like, are you kidding me? Hey, Atlas. He looked at me immediately. Hey, Blue. Also looked at me. Weird, huh?
I guess we're just gonna go this way.
There you go.
I'm gonna have to hold this now.
Good dogs, I'm sorry.
You cut it?
The leash or the rope?
Just cut the whole
Just
thing.
testing something. Both of my dogs were asleep, and they immediately turned to look at me. What do you need? What do you need, mother? Nothing.
You're
I'm
good.
Give me my shoes real quick.
Don't go near.
No, yeah, I'm not going
Good
there
lord, Draco.
until your dog is
Hey, give me my shoes real quick.
until your dog gets away from the shoes.
He shouldn't have kicked him off.
Watch this.
There you go. Now
Look
you
at
can get your
it.
shoes.
Looks at her once. All right, let's fucking go.
not
I have
very
never
nice.
seen a dog care less. I like that. That speaks volumes to the type of person this is to this dog. Again, in chat, multiple people have dogs. Who could take your dog away from you like this? Like, the dog just walks away. It looks back once and is like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gone, baby. The dog did not give a flying fuck. As much as it's a violent dog, like, I do take vindication in that. Yeah, of course it's a violent dog, because it has no respect for you. It got taken away from you, and it didn't even struggle. It became, like, more compliant for the guy taking him away than the person who had him in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. The animal control guy is probably more clearly an animal person, and the dog probably just, like, inherently trusts him more. Probably has better vibes.
Stevie M1 donated 2.0
Free at
pounds and
last.
says, okay,
Free at
dog
last.
is definitely smarter than that one.
Yeah. The dog is like, oh, finally.
Thank you for the support,
I'm free.
Stevie M1. Even the stern sovereign agrees that canine intelligence far outweighs human chaos today.
The dog was like, this human is better than that thing calling me her dog. It's profound. Dude, when your dog disrespects you that much. Again, like, it would be crazy to do this to most dog owners. To just try and take their dog and walk away with it, like, is crazy. But anyways.
I know I'm not.
Oh, I don't think the dog likes her at all. Look at it. It's gone.
Where you going?
Doesn't give a fuck.
After the
It was the most vindicating part of the whole video to me.
officers placed her into the patrol vehicle, they continued to try and get her personal information.
Ma'am, quick question for you.
No. See.
Are you diagnosed with any mental illnesses?
See. You see me, bitch? Do I see you?
See.
Yes, see.
I like how he's like, are you diagnosed? As she starts going, see. Ah, maybe, or maybe she needs to be.
See.
Are you diagnosed with any mental illnesses?
See.
Have you had anything to drink today?
Z, bitch, Z.
What
You
is
see
Z?
a Z? A Z. That means Z and Z away from me. That's what that means. Z.
Z.
Bitch, Z.
It means Z. Z, get away from me, Z. Dude.
Z.
See, I see you. The dog is fatigued. Put her down, no! Dude! The dog is like, we don't have to live this way. See. Dude, you guys are killing me.
Z.
She's like glitched out. What is this? Like, there's like this phenomenon when people get arrested, they just start repeating the same words or the same sentences. This bitch is just repeating a letter. Like, we've gone down the rabbit hole so far that now they're just saying letters. Either C or Z. I don't know.
I'm asking you simple questions.
Regressing.
Okay, so you're pretending like you're crazy, but you're not.
I'm crazy.
Are you intoxicated right now?
Very.
How much you have to drink?
Drink. I don't drink.
What'd you smoke?
Well, what do you smoke?
I don't smoke anything. What'd you smoke?
Tension zone to Walmart, Orlando Market right now. Right, see?
Dude. Right, C.
Right now.
Right now. Right, C. Actual rabies victim.
Draco,
dog bit
he's going with animal control. He's bit 4 people, so.
Wyatt, what the
Okay, yeah, I'll talk to her.
Talk to her.
Yeah, just roll the window up.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? We're trying to figure out what's to do right here.
God.
Is your sister?
Yeah.
How old is your sister?
She's 18.
Okay.
The officer charged the woman with resisting without violence. She pled no contest.
I
and
love
was
how the fucking sister's also pissed off. Like, this goddamn... Like, it's what happens, you know? Sometimes you just got a wild one in your family. Even the sister was like, why the heck would you bring your dog here? What's wrong with you? I wish the dog could speak our language. It probably knows more. That dog wants nothing to do with this woman. I don't think she's intoxicated either. I don't even think she smoked anything. Her eyes don't really show any intoxication. I think she's just a crazy bitch. But that's just my gamer theory. You can tell me yours. I need to blow my nose again. Atlas, where you going? You going to bark at something? Like an old lady walking by? He got up with a purpose and like ran out of the room. Oh my god, I've blown my nose so much. How you ever blow your nose and you're like, there's no way there's more snot, and there's more snot. Like, what is this? I hate it. Make it stop. Her eyes are like doll eyes.
Sentenced to 3 months of probation
Trying to say
in
she's
order to
cute?
attend anger management. Animal Services also gave her 2 citations and mandated she attend a responsible pet owner class.
You want to listen to music? Yeah. It's gonna be my music though. I'm sorry.
This I fucking love too, and he just like puts on old country music to piss her off. Amazing cop.
The evil scheme.
I don't like
If you can't swim. Did you buy anything at Walmart?
Nope.
He just has like a playlist of songs he puts on to piss these people off, and he sings along. Can we give this man a raise? Like, we need to start tracking these cops down and like give them some sort of medal.
You're just hanging out?
Yeah.
At the
Whiskey
Walmart?
River, take me home. She started singing along at the end. Why is George Lucas narrating body cam videos? Why indeed? Why indeed? But anyways, that was just... I don't know how we got on this topic, but again, that dog walking away from her and not looking back doesn't get old to me. Doesn't get old to me. It's vindicating. Because somewhere on some sort of like spiritual level, these dogs understand that the owners are the problem. They're like, get me the fuck away from that one. That one is a loose cannon. You know? She'll be a star pupil in both of those classes. Yikes. She'll be late to class. Anyways. Ugh. If you can't swim. C. That was my favorite part. When she went C. Speaking of dogs too, I was watching this before I started stream. This is pretty relevant because it's about dogs. Sometimes I just like to watch these dog shows, but look at the way they did this dog's hair.
$2.0 and says, "Cop broke with crackheads." Fema, your tip is appreciated, though I'm still trying to figure out if Cop broke and crackheads are a new breed of dog or just Donnie's cousins.
Oh my god!
Thanks for the...
Why does she pick on Donnie so much? She needs to, like, pick a new target. She always picks one of you, though. It's been Feisty Cat before. You know, she does ping around. Oh, Chair Sama, never change. Anyways, I think Chair has a crush on Donnie. I think so. Look at this dog. Look at the haircut they gave it.
This is such an intense group of dogs. Their keenness, they're so sharp in their expressions. I mean, we're going to see some dogs out here that really...
I love the way some of these terriers walk. It just goes like... Like the way their little feet just fly.
Put a show on it.
Look at this guy.
That's why they pulled through to
He's got a little gallop.
Times because of this.
This one looks so silly. It's like the alien of all the dogs. The way they got this, like, face fro going. The battle droid, dog. It does look like a droid. Oh my goodness.
Unflinching temperaments.
It makes me laugh.
And you heard Bob
It puts
Odenkirk
me in a
talk
good
about
mood. I love these goofy. Look at his goofy little mustache.
the Wire Fox Terrier,
Get
the most
outta
dynamic
here.
breed. Certainly the 47 overall most
Cute.
best in show as our judge for this group. There's a reason they save them best for last, or at least the ones most successful in the history of this event. This is Polly Dorsey Smith from St. Stephen's Church, Virginia.
And Polly is one of our best. She's, you know, I like to talk
She's at the top of her game, Polly. Polly is just one of a kind.
People that really take the time to mentor the youth, and Polly's always one of those that's giving advice to people. She's taught me so much in this sport, and she will.
Look at this carpet. I want to see that one walk.
A lot of these terriers, she's going to expect showmanship because that is indicative.
From a lot of these terriers, she's going to expect showmanship.
Of their what
Look
they
at
are
this.
supposed to be. This strong, great,
Strong.
unflinching temperament.
And a reason.
I love again, too, when you've got these, like, dinky little dog breeds, but then you have, like, these very serious people who own them, and, like, it's just hilarious. I love it so much.
You're here.
It is
as the
just
analyst.
the best.
You've been a judge. You've bred dogs.
Look at these little stinkers.
And enjoyed dogs.
Look at them.
The Airedale Terrier is known as the king of terriers, as well as the jack of all trades.
Look at, like, this is just, like, a businessman. Like, when you walk down the street, you would see him, like, on his way to his business meeting. You would never guess that he goes to dog shows on the weekend with his little tiny terrier, you know? It's so fucking wholesome.
Are to please with highly intelligence, make them excel in hunting, obedience, agility, search and rescue, and working. Airedales are devoted companions and family members. This is Airedale number 18.
They're so cute. Stop it.
Straight down. Don't go too far. Just down to the circle.
All right, this is a 4-year-old female.
Yeah, and she's a lovely bitch. She just shows...
She's a lovely bitch. That's another reason why I love watching these shows, when they when they just start calling the dogs bitches, because they are. But it's hilarious.
Nicely.
She's a lovely
but still
bitch.
has strength. Why are you laughing?
Well,
Chris?
you use, I guess that's the vernacular, the proper bitch. I wouldn't talk like that unless I was, singing along with rap.
Yes, it's a common term we use.
I wouldn't say that unless I was singing along with the rap music. I do say.
As a kid when we heard that, but certainly a female. Depends on the mood, I guess.
Right.
The American Hairless
She's a lovely bitch, and I'm not talking about the dog.
Terrier derived from the Rat Terrier breed was developed in the United States in the early 1970s. These alert and curious dogs are usually hairless, but can
Look at this little guy.
have a coat.
What a silly guy. This is
Given
a
early
silly looking
socialization
dog, but
training-
everything is so serious.
They excel as companions, displaying a great affection for their owners and family. A lively, energetic, and intelligent breed, they also love doing dog sports. This is American
sports.
Hairless Terrier number 25.
American Hairless Terrier.
We talk
Look
about
at the,
purpose,
what
you know.
the fuck? The tiny little head, he's got the Hassan Piker going on. Is so big, tiny head.
A lot of these terriers.
But way cuter. What in the heck? It looks like someone copied and pasted the wrong head onto this dog.
You know, and they were so
Good
keen
God.
to, and that, you know, we
That's
talk
not
about
right.
things through history. We had the plague. And,
That's
you know,
not right at all.
and
It's
it
a
saved
buff
people's
rat.
lives by hunting these vermin in
Man, the rats in New York
and
City
around food stock,
really got
and
out of
even in the
control.
households.
This is a 2-year-old male.
Ah, look at the little legs.
Nice gait.
Nice gait.
The American Staffordshire Terrier originated from the Bulldog Terrier crosses in the early 1800s. Petey, the star dog of the 1930s Our Gang comedies, was one of the first to be AKC registered. He is a trustworthy and courageous companion whose intelligence, strength, and agility make him an excellent all-around dog. This is American Staffordshire Terrier number 7.
Excellent all-around dog. Look at this chunk.
Yeah, they use these for sniffing out drugs. It was an American Staffordshire Terrier named Popsicle that sniffed out one of the largest cocaine busts in U.S. history. It was in Texas. Found 1.5 tons of cocaine, a value of nearly $140 million.
That's incredible. I mean,
Good work.
isn't that a tribute to the?
Wow,
and you don't
what a
necessarily associate
specimen.
a terrier with strong scent ability, but
What a
they
sausage.
do have that ability within them.
Glad, let's go,
Beautiful,
Mom. Let's
strong
go.
head.
The Australian Terrier is a sturdy, rough-coated, hardy, and versatile dog that can control rodents, snakes, tend sheep, and act as watchdog and companion. Fanciers today enjoy its attractive appearance, flexibility of purpose, and spirited, self-assured demeanor. This is Australian
Where's the
Terrier
rug
number
dog?
7.
You know what? One of the things that comes up a lot of times in this sport for new people coming in is how do I get a dog, and where do I find the type of dog I like? You know, if you go to the American Kennel Club and search a breed, it'll pull up all their information, and then you know what else they'll do? It'll direct you to the parent club website, and then you can actually reach out to the people within that breed.
They
And
don't
it's a
show
really
the dog that
important
looks like a
tool.
rug.
I mean, this looks like a fun dog to have. Some of them, they say, not great for a first-time dog owner. Sometimes you have to have experience, but that's the reason you go and talk to people who know. So you're comfortable, and the dog is...
How do you get a dog? You can just take them. They are free. Imagine. I mean, there's dogs all over the place. What does it mean? How do you find a dog?
Comfortable.
Congratulations.
The Bedlington Terrier takes his name from the mining shire of that time in Northumberland, England. Bred to hunt otter, badger, and other game in rough territory, he has both energy and a gentle temperament.
You silly looking
described
thing,
as
you.
having the look of a lamb, but with the heart of a lion, he makes a devoted family.
Looks like a lamb with the heart of a lion. That's such a cute fucking line. Are you kidding me? Some of the best dogs are mutt dogs. Yeah, Atlas is a mutt. I love him. Fritter was like a beagle mix. Like, there was something else mixed in with him. Also, great dog.
Pet. This is Bedlington Terrier number 12.
And this is one that does have a keen sense of smell, but that is just such a unique look. You know right away when you see.
Sure, you know, we talked about the Whippets and the Greyhounds. So this dog has a curved outline as well. Not necessarily
Jericho
exactly this.
Sent 2,000 kicks and says, "My dog is a mutt, has the best." Thanks for
Your
the
dog is
massive
cute.
2,000 kicks, Jericho Gotikin. Your mutt sounds like a true sovereign of the living room.
Whippets.
Probably ruling with less sass than me, but far more fluff.
I have to blow my nose again. But I've seen you've shared your dog in the Discord sitting in the little passenger seat. So cute. So cute. Dogs are the best.
Same, but it comes from the progenitor of the Whippet.
You see that lightness of movement that's part of the standard for this breed.
The Border Terrier is one of the oldest terrier breeds. Farmers in the border country between England and Scotland.
Again, I don't know what it is about a man who's got a tiny dog. I just think it's so fucking hilarious. It's so charming at the same time. They're like, it's not hilarious. It's just the juxtaposition. Like, you just, you know, he's all serious business suit. He's got this tiny, wiry little dog. It looks like the type of dog like an old lady might have. It's amazing. And he's got it at this show.
The dog to help hunt fox. One with enough.
Look at it. There was Bingo. My brother had like a stuffed animal, Bingo, the dog, and it looked like this.
Like to keep up with mounted
like a teddy
hunters,
bear.
yet narrow and agile enough to bolt or draw foxes from their rocky underground dens. This is Border Terrier number 7.
For those of you at home that don't know about this breed, you might have seen Mrs. Smith pick the dog up.
Thank you, Jericho, for the 2,000 kicks. I am so sorry. I'm having another one of those like sneezing days. I've sneezed about like 20 times. I've blown my nose. I'm losing it, man.
From the rib cage. And that's to see a couple things. If she can span the rib, and also to feel the flexion within the rib itself. Because when these dogs went to ground, they had to be able to be flexible. So they can't have a hard rib.
Elton John. At 09.
Look at this big man and his little dog.
I want to see what you were just
I like this one.
Because we got another look. Here it is. Cheers.
Yeah, so you see she'll place her hands around, she compresses the rib just a little bit to feel, and then she'll also pelt the skin, so she pulled the skin up to see its flexibility.
I think the dog liked it.
Shown as separate varieties, the standards for the color and white bull terrier are the same except for color.
Oh my goodness. I keep meaning to click off this video, but like I can't, man. What are these shapes? Again, with the tiny little head. Tiny little head. What the fuck is this indeed? Look at this. Flexibility of the skin.
Quickly gained popularity.
I remember every Thanksgiving we'd have a family over and somehow the TV would wind up on a dog show. I don't know why. Like, I get trapped in these videos. I like to watch, there's lots of different dog shows. There's like Best in Show. There's agility competitions. There's a lot of like newer ones too. There's like surfing dogs. There's, what else is there? Long jump, like water jumping dogs. Like, there's so many different events for dogs now, and I love watching all of them. There's nothing more wholesome than these. I don't know. Who doesn't like this type of content, you know? Westminster Kennel Club is on during Thanksgiving. That kind of looks like the one from next Friday. What a gremlin doggo.
He is one of the sweetest and most loyal companions.
I just like how thick he is.
And loved his companion.
Like the proportions.
They are energetic, playful, and strong-willed. This is Colored Bull Terrier, number 8.
Thickums.
I'm obsessed with bull terriers. I love all things bull terriers.
I think it's funny too. It's one of those like situations where like the owner reflects the dog. Like this is the type of dog breed this person should have. Like no shade. Like they work together, you know? That is your dog, isn't it?
This is a beautiful animal. I mean, they have this egg-shaped head, this varminty expression.
What about the nose, the snout? Is that?
Yeah,
I love the look of bull terriers as a kid.
digging in.
Yes, I love them. They're just so sweet.
Yes, and it was developed, they have the strength of the muzzle. The jaw should come out and fill to the nose.
Bull terriers are so ugly that they loop around and become cute. Yeah, there's some sort of effect going on there. They look odd, but at the same time, like, it's their charm. That's part of the charm. They're so derpy. I love them.
Bull Terriers were bred from Bulldogs and Terriers in the early 1800s and were originally all white in color, with the colored variety coming in later in their development. A small patch of color on the head has become acceptable for these whites. This is White Bull Terrier number 16.
What design would Nyannis have if she were designed like the 101 Dalmatians? You mean like the scene at the beginning where there's like a bunch of people walking their dogs and they all like look like their dogs? Is that what you're talking about?
From fighting dog to family companion, and now show dog, General George Patton had a bull terrier named
That's
William
a fine
the
bitch.
Conqueror. Remember, it's portrayed in that 1970 film, George C. Scott.
Yeah, and don't think when you hear the word bull breed or anything like that, these dogs are aggressive. They are not.
What would be my dog breed?
These breeds are so gentle and kind. They're active. let me explain. They are active, and they're clowns, and you know,
right around,
they'll test every bit of your wit sometimes. But the boy,
Cannot
they are
stop
just
sneezing.
the sweetest dogs.
At some point, I'm just gonna stop muting it.
And this female named Abigail.
My dog breed is Wine Cat. Bearded lady Nyannis with a bearded dog.
Over 200 years ago, the ancestors of today's Cairn Terrier earned the keep as working terriers, routing vermin from rock piles called cairns.
I want a corgi. Aw, corgis are really cute. I worked with someone that had a
Optimist
cute one.
redeemed Ask Me Anything and says, Chair Sama, do you remember Spud McKenzie? Was he the best dog at selling beer? Dist Optimist. Spud McKenzie didn't just sell beer, he sold a lifestyle in a bottle. Was he the best? He certainly had the charisma to get me tipsy without even sitting on me.
Almost missed it.
But let's be real, his fur was probably fluffier than your emotional support golden retriever.
Got half of one. Yeah, I'm like, they're sneaking up on me. That one was cooking for a while and then it finally flew out. My mute button. Barely equipped the silencer. Ah! I hate this. I hate it.
By the sea.
I'm gonna have to take a shower between. I just showered. Like I'm gonna have to take another like hot shower, between streams if I come back from Moemon. I'm like the reverse Asmongold, which is weird. I don't even show myself, and like, why am I bothering to be this clean? Like, you know, what's the point? What's the point? But I love showering actually. I love being in the shower. I love cleaning myself. I like the smell of clean shampoo and soap.
Courageous, tenacious, and intelligent, with sturdy bodies and weatherproof coats.
Husbanus dog breed? Husbanus fits with the Huskies, because Husbanus has blue eyes and everything. I feel like Blue and Sume really reflect Husbanus. He's very friendly, very smart, you know? It fits. Husbanus is very handsome. Like, I feel like there's something very elegant and handsome about a Husky. How are we supposed to bless you when you mute the sneezes, Nyannis? Well, I don't want my soul getting spread over the internet, right? So technically, you can still bless me, and by muting it, I'm containing my sneeze. If you think about it, you're gonna have to pay to hear my sneezes. All right, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Same. Yeah, no, it's nice being clean. Husbanus isn't as loud as them, though. That's a good point. But he's got, like, stark blue eyes, you know? So what, you know? What other dog has blue eyes like that?
Adaptable to all environments, the Cairn is a
Look at that little dog.
beloved companion. This is Cairn Terrier number 20.
It's cute.
This is Toto, right, from the Wizard of Oz.
Toto from the Wizard of Oz was a Cairn Terrier.
Cairn Terrier.
I think Cairn Terriers are a fascinating breed. Their proportions are a little different. They're a little longer. They have this. They should have a large head under that hair. Ears set well on the head.
Around, like.
Maybe I'd have like a Borzoi or something. Something with long legs. I don't know. Hey, Husbanus. Come to see your dogs.
Yep. Dog time.
Little boo-boo guy. Atlas was there. Atlas got up and then he got up and stole Atlas's spot on the pillow there.
Good spot.
It's a good spot. I should open the other window for them.
Is it listening to you now? Try again.
Try again. Should I refresh the page?
No.
Hey, Chair Sama, how's it going?
Boom.
Oh, it's working. Yeah, look at that. Good job. Thanks, squad. You had a Cairn Terrier. Your wife named her Dorothy. Nice.
Great temperaments on them. Just standing there and posing.
Yeah, that left-handed paw or left.
Why wouldn't she name her?
Lift.
Why wasn't the name of the dog Toto though? Wasn't Dorothy the girl? Why so close yet so different?
I should say.
I thought it was a Cairn Terrier. It
Wants to
could
go
be.
home.
It could be. I feel like your card's right. I love
Chesky Terrier
Borzoi.
was developed in Czech Republic in 1949.
Yeah, my friends have a Borzoi. That thing's a fucking goober.
They are pack hunting terriers, capable of pursuing game both above and below ground. Soft-coated, short-legged, and longer than they are tall, they are elegant, loving, and loyal dogs, whether working, showing, or as companions. This is Chesky Terrier, number 9.
Chesky Terrier.
5-year-old male named Chester.
And Tim Smith, this breed was recognized in 2011, and Tim Smith has been exhibiting them ever since then. And they're an interesting breed because most terriers have this harsh outer coat, and this breed is actually clippered, so we would actually pluck the hairs that are easy.
That's my friend's Borzoi. Look at this goober. Look at the big old eyes on it, but it's all long and lanky. I'm tall. But maybe I need something that's also a bit thicker. I don't know, man. What's a tall dog? I'm tall. I feel like my dog would be tall. He's got that emo hair. Yeah, he does. He's going through a phase.
You actually clip her. So if you're looking for a little less maintenance dog, maybe you get this if you want him to look the same.
Yeah, they're laid back and plenty of stamina. Let's check in with Jamie Little.
Well, Chris, we talk about this being the 150th anniversary. The show started back in 1877.
A Great Dane.
But a little known.
Yeah, a Great Dane maybe. That would be the dog that would walk beside me if I was from the 101 Dalmatians segment where they have dogs that look like they're people.
In fact, best in show.
Yeah, a Greyhound or a Great Dane, I feel. Or Atlas, but like Atlas is chunky. I'm not that chunky. What is this? Fun music.
Fox Terriers are
101 anuses. Do they have just okay Danes? Mediocre Danes?
Written to bolt the fox from his den. The Smooth and Wire were varieties until they became a separate breeds in 1985. The Smooth, the older of the two breeds, first appeared in the show ring in 1863. He has an easy care, weather-resistant coat, a classic outline, and a lively disposition. This is Smooth Fox Terrier number 17.
President Hoover had 2 Fox Terriers. And this, of course, America celebrating 250 years of our existence, and 150 of those years, this great event.
Yeah, this is a great young dog. Amy Rutherford's the breeder on her handler. She does such a good job breeding this breed. And this dog, Wager, he already has 15 best in shows at 2 years of age. He's just starting out. And look at him just standing there. And they have this pendulum movement, this sort of short-reaching movement, which is very typical and accepted within this breed.
The origin of the wire fox terrier dates back to the rough-coated black and tan terriers. Non-shedding, hard-broken utter.
Cushion Sap with the one on Rumble. Nyanus, have you watched After War Gundam X? It seems to be divisive amongst Gundam fans, and I was curious what your thoughts. Let me just Google that real quick, so I make sure I get the right thing. I'm like so bad with names. This is an older one, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. It's not one I remember. Like this is one that I've watched like one time. I just don't know. I don't know why people don't like this. Like, why not? Like, it was all right. Like, I don't know. What's so divisive about this? I just remember being it boring. Maybe that's what it is, because like the characters were like, that's the thing. There was like no one. The one thing I would say, I guess I could see it was like, yeah, it's just not memorable. Like it was definitely like, even I had to Google it and look it up. But looking at it, I remember this Gundam. I remember this Gundam. I remember these two characters. I remember just like not caring about the characters. And like 8th MS Team remains like my favorite like 90s series because it's like you really like the characters. It really reminds me of like Voyager vibes of like they have to survive and there's like risks, and this one kind of just played out and things happened and it just felt it was missing something. It was missing something. Too slow paced and didn't care for the grittiness. Yeah, there's something too like I think you can care about the grittiness if the characters matter. But this is definitely one that, like, yeah, I played and I just never visited again. And I guess that kind of explains it. Because I went through a lot of my watching when I was in college. It's like I was animating myself. And, like, one of the only things you could do, because there was no internet in the animation studios of the college, is you would have to just, like, download anime and movies and bring it in on a tablet so you could play that on your device while you worked. Because you're going to be there for hours. And this is something I just kind of played in the background and could not give a shit less about, to be honest. So I don't really have much to say other than, like, I guess it was boring because, yeah, I barely paid attention. That would be my takeaway. That would be my takeaway. Usually when you don't watch an anime or, like, you don't even have the urge to, like, watch it again or, like, see a cool fight scene again. Like, I can't even think of a memorable fight scene in there. That I was like, cool. You know? Am I talking about Battlestar Galactica? No. I was talking about Gundam. Never really watched a bunch of Battlestar Galactica. That was the one I don't know. Never really put that on. I remember my friend's mom would put it on once in a while, but I never watched it enough to pay attention. I've watched Stargate. I've watched Star Trek. I've watched, like, multiple different Star Treks. I think lots of people have. What else have I watched? Firefly. That's a good one. Check out Magical Destroyers. It's a good anime.
Coat and softer undercoat distinguish the wire from its smooth cousin. Their smart
yeah,
appearance.
Good art, graphics, characters matter too. I think characters
An
matter.
alert, outgoing manner always to attract attention
Or
in
it's
and out
humor.
of the show ring. This is Wire Fox Terrier number 12.
Well, last year the Terrier Group winner was Wire Fox Terrier Vinny.
Sure.
Popular.
And you know, we go back to the handlers and breeders. So this dog was actually bred by Gabriel and Yvonne Rangel.
Oh, it's excited. It's as excited because people are cheering.
Oh. And you might remember Gabriel. He's won here with Sky the Fox Terrier.
Yes, there you
so
go.
many dogs through the years. Gabriel's
Excited
been
little
very
guy.
successful in the terrier group, and this is one of his dogs being shown by a friend of his, R.C. Carusi.
Experience Matters in Madison, the name of this female dog.
Madison.
I'm right around, please.
I love how it just came to a stop and looked at her. That's what they should do.
Beep, 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 beep. Look at his little legs go.
Developed in
Oh
Ireland.
my god. Now this one's head is too big. These dogs are all over the place. There's an anime on Netflix called Pluto. If you're looking for a good thriller, don't know if it's still there. I don't even have Netflix. I don't even have that. That sounds really familiar though. Why? For no reason. Wait, no, the art style looks awfully similar.
Money!
Was that like It looks like the same art from the guy who did the Monster manga. Who illustrated by Naoki Urasawa.
Silathan donated $5.0 and says, I imagine college.
Oh, and he did 21st Century Boys. That is him, isn't it?
Silathan considered
Yeah,
the
Monster.
college robbery
Dude,
officially
Monster
resolved
is so fucking
with this
good.
generous tribute. You savvy financier.
Pluto.
Now back to polishing my varnish
I
before
read
Donnie
Pluto,
gets sticky
and they
again.
just animated it. That's what's going on. So I've read Pluto because he released that in 2004. I've also read 21st Century Boys and Monster. Monster, I think, is my favorite thing he's done, though. I would definitely recommend reading that. Such a good, like, I don't know. I don't usually care about, like, thrillers and stuff like that and mysteries, but, I mean, I guess if it's well-written, I do. And it's like, it's hard to find a good, well-written mystery and character-driven drama. I really, really like Monster. Imagine college night, his chat was robbed. Dude, so there was not enough desks at college for the amount of people in the program, and I had to go to work all the time, so I like had a hard time getting a desk. You know how I made sure to reserve a desk for myself? I drew dicks all over it. I used a Sharpie and I drew dicks all over the desk. No one would ever sit there, and I would always have a desk to sit at. That's a little life hack from me to you. All right? Take that and put that in your back pocket.
The Glenville Mall Terrier was bred to perform typical terrier tasks. Glenn's also spent many hours paddling in turnspits, a device best described as a canine-propelled rotisserie.
Clever
This
girl.
rough-and-ready terrier has
Yep,
survived
it
the
worked.
centuries unrefined
Worked like a
by
charm.
fashion.
Look, I had to
This
get
is
homework
Glenville
done.
Mall
Like,
Terrier.
whenever I had time to go to the studio, I had to get work done. So I didn't have time to, like, oh, all the desks are taken. Because, like, for the first couple years of college, they were making us do animation on a light desk with pieces of paper and doing the flipping and everything. So yeah, like, I didn't have time to, like, show up and be like, oh, I gotta wait for a desk. Like, I would have to, like, go to work. So it's like I have a window to do my homework. So desperate times call for desperate measures. Put dicks on the desk.
Terrier, number 11.
Looks like a no-frills.
Classy,
looking
thank you.
Farm dog kind of coat.
Queen of the dicks.
And this is Katie Bernadette out here, and you might recognize her. She showed Monty last year. Katie's quite skilled in presenting
It works,
all
all right.
and I really have a lot of respect for her. She does it, and she's always a great sport. And that's something we prize in our sport. You know, you see everybody gathering at the end of the group and congratulating everybody, and that's what we build our sport upon. Great antique features on that guy.
Yeah,
Antique features. What a way to
The
speak
Irish
about
Terrier
things.
is a rich heritage as a hard-working farm and hunting dog, affectionate to family members, reserved with strangers, and challenging to enemies. This strong-willed breed is highly valued by tenant farmers. Bred to control vermin, Irish Terriers were the watchful guardians of the farmer's property and playmates to their children. This is Irish Terrier number 18.
Yeah, it's a very athletic breed requiring regular exercise in a fenced-in backyard or a walk and always on a leash at least more than one, probably several times a day.
Sure, and you know, they're a racy, athletic dog, and they have this long head, moderately long body.
I have
It really should
antique
be of all
features
one
too.
piece, everything blending together smoothly.
Is it that you're old?
They say it's a heedless dog that's blind to all consequences. That tells you everything.
I love the descriptions, yeah, that they get labeled with.
The Kerry Blue Terrier originated more than a century ago in County Kerry, Ireland. He was bred for serious small game hunting over rough terrain, working as a land and water retriever, herder of sheep and cattle, and as a companion. With a trademark soft, wavy coat in shades of slate blue-gray, Kerrys are fun-loving and energetic dogs. This is Kerry Blue Terrier, number 18.
So they require frequent brushing.
Sure, absolutely. And you know, when you brush this coat out, that Marcel that you see, that kind of wave to the coat, which this dog has in spades, you want to see that every time. And they actually are born black, and then they turn to this blue color, which is really a unique feature.
The Lakeland Terrier flourished in the Lake Country of England primarily to hunt fox with hounds. This is a small working terrier, sturdy build and determination. He was traditionally maintained by Lake Country farmers. The Lakeland is a gay little dog, friendly and
gay
very
little dog.
self-confident.
Ah, what a
Lakeland
gay little
Terrier,
dog. That's what
number
I
7.
think of.
Down to that purple circle. Okay. Right past the yellow. The color, right.
They have a couple of best in show wins, more recently Lakeland Terrier in 1976.
Small eyes, big beard.
You know, we
little
talked
gay.
earlier in the working group
Little
about
gay dog.
dogs, different breeds working
What a gay
together.
little dog. If they're not
So
gay, they're
the
bitches.
Lakeland would
That's
work
crazy.
with the hounds. So the hounds would go on trail, and then he could release the terriers, which you can imagine what the terriers would do.
Known as a big dog in a small package. And
A big dog in a small package.
To come up big.
There are two varieties of Manchester Terriers, the standard seen here in the Terrier group and the toy seen in the toy group. Manchester comes from Manchester, England, where he was bred to pursue rabbits in the field and as a rat killer on farms.
Rat killer.
Since 1959, they have been registered as a single breed and two varieties for show purposes. This is standard Manchester Terrier number 6.
So as we look here, help us out since you're the expert on this, Jason. Other than the size, is the sole difference really between the standard and the toy Manchester?
Yeah, there's a little bit of different description in each.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So size and
ears.
That's exactly it.
Okay.
But it is the same breed.
Okay.
Yes.
It certainly
Right
looked that way.
around, please.
That sleek, kind of sturdy, elegant look.
And they have a unique marking, which you can see while they're coming out. It's that little thumbprint, and that's prized in the breed. Little thumbprint on the leg.
Little thumbprint.
The miniature bull terrier is a miniaturized version of the larger bull terrier. This breed has been deliberately reduced to be a lap-sized companion, although still shown here in the terrier group. His heart is fearless, his manner is loving and responsive. Adaptable to apartment life or suburbs, he enjoys regular exercise. This is miniature bull terrier number 20.
So the bull terrier people are very clever. If you look at the bull terrier and you go, well, that's a little big for me. Here we go. We got a miniature for you. So
I think of, the Best in Show, the film movie, where they talk about the size and how they got the dog
Right
smaller
around,
in the same breed.
Right.
These minis are famous for their comic antics and zest for life.
Great comedians. You just laugh at them when you see them. I laugh the whole time they're in the ring.
Miniature Schnauzer is a native of Germany. His original assignments were ridding barns of rats and acting as a traveling companion for horses. The breed comes in 3 color patterns: salt and pepper, black and silver, and solid black. This is a highly trainable companion at home and in the city and country. He is an excellent watchdog. This is miniature Schnauzer, number 23.
The dogs look funny as fuck. They all look funny. I'm sorry, I was reading an email. My bad, guys. My bad. That's why I went quiet on you. Sorry,
Well,
sorry.
this is the dog we talked about at the
Cushion Sap, how about Gundam Zero? What was that one you watched? And if so, would you say it's a Gundam series that's worth a damn? I would say that's way better than the other one. It's got a lot better designs. The fights are a lot better. I've definitely rewatched fights from that anime, unlike I can't remember even going back. I already forgot the name of it. War X? Like, you know what I mean? Like, much better characters. What's their name? There's Setsuna and some other guy. Lots of better. I like the Exia, you know, the Dynames. Is there another suit I like? Is Big? I don't think Big O is in there. It's a completely different one. There are like a lot of characters at the same time, too, like which makes it harder for people like me to keep track of things. But if you like spectacle, like for me, like I want good characters, but I also want good action. Like I want good action from a Gundam thing. Like that's like half the fun. So I would say at least like the animation's on point. This is like peak. You know, it starts going downhill at some point when they start getting an over-reliance on CGI. It gets like really floaty and I don't like that. I don't know. It really comes down to personal preference. The one thing with Gundam is like every series is like usually vastly different from another. So there's always something for someone somewhere. I think some people might like some Gundam series and pass over others. Peak Gundam for you is still Stardust Memories. Everyone has a favorite.
They say, public citizen. Welcome to the revolution, Alejandro. Make sure you're ready to polish my varnish and keep Donnie's sticky breath at bay.
But yeah, I don't know. If you're gonna do O, 00, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Season 1's good. There's rewatchable moments at least. I think that's how I grade a lot of these things. Like, would I go back and rewatch it, or is like, you know, is there like ever like a fight scene that you want to see again?
the top of the group, Baby Joe, winner of
That's where you got your
Best
screen
in
name.
Shows, looking for his 100th.
That was your jam. Gundam 00. I mean, it's got great designs. It's got great designs. It's got great action. It's got memorable characters. I think that's the main shit you want out of anything, right? Like you're gonna sit down and watch an anime.
And it was great, Polly, when she...
Donnie strikes again. I'm late, oh my god. It's okay, we're just watching dog videos, and at some point I need to get off this. I'm half asleep, alright? I was up making dog food. Now I'm watching dog videos. Let's talk about China. Let's talk about China. How about that? And why am I all the way over? The sliding hyenas here. I can't stop sliding around. China. Rockwell hardness tested Boopus. Why were you late? You know, do you not like us anymore? Do you think we're stinky? You think we're stinky biggas? Thanks for the feedback. I'm considering getting into some of the more entry-level Gundam series since I've only watched a few episodes of various Gundam series here and there. 8th MS Team is my favorite because it's short, sweet. I like the characters. It gets the job done. It makes it really easy for rewatchability. I really like the intro. The intro's fucking hype. I think if you're gonna look for a Gundam series, though, yeah, like the best bet is like the mid-90s to early 2000s. But yeah, I don't know. I like a lot of them. China.
Wicked Finpissa donated $1.0 and says, Cheer 100, what is China up to now? Wicked Finpissa, your tip keeps my varnish shiny, while we wonder if China is plotting a new dance routine, or just stealing our snacks.
And thanks for
Donnie
all the support,
better watch
guys.
out.
He's
looking a
been
little
crazy
jealous of
stream
that
for support, it feels like. I feel like I've gotten a lot of bits and a lot of kicks and a lot of support. Thanks. I appreciate that. Especially with my ex being all fucked up. I'm considering making another account so then that way I can, like, retweet at least images. Like, it's one thing that I lost the income, and it's another thing that, like, I can't even fucking post images. I can't post images. My whole account has, like, a setting on where I can't change that either. Like, everything I post is forced to be adult, which is ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. Your posts, it's literally just stuck on being adult content. Like, that's so dumb. I've never posted porn. I've never posted, like, things that are sexually explicit. It's crazy. It's crazy. They're killing me. They're killing me. Let me lock myself. Where is this? Get that out of here. What are all these things? Where's the thing that, like, what I'm reading?
Vance Holy sent 500 kicks and says, I am from Microsoft and am here to support. Microsoft sent their top agent to support.
Jesus.
Guess they finally figured out we run the real operating system here.
Look at
Vance
this.
Holy.
It's
Thanks for the
completely grayed
500
out.
kicks. I'll have Tangerine K polish my
Like,
throne in
how
your
is
honor.
this real? Like, we've determined that you have sexual conduct, and then they're like, please abide by the creator's standards, and then everything you post now is deemed sexual, and you can't turn it off. Like, that makes no sense. This makes no sense. I really want them to fix it. How do I... There you go. Like, I want them to fix it. This is ridiculous. I don't want to make, like, some... Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the only way to fix this is, like, to really drum up drama and, like, make videos and, like, constantly hound them. Like, man, why can't you just help me out? I pay for premium. You think if you, like, message support, they would help you out? I finally got a human when I talked to @premium, and they were just like, sorry, we can't help you. Like, when that team makes a decision, it's final. Like, the team that made a decision is a fucking bot. I'm getting the same bot response every time I try to appeal this. It's crazy. It would be nice if Gundo Kirsch signal boosted me. I don't even know if... Like, I'm shadow banned right now. I don't think I'm even showing up on, like, half of the people's timelines. It's fine. I need to keep hounding them. I know other people have gone through this and gotten out of it. Like, I keep appealing, I keep bugging them. I don't know. Someone clearly can take this flag off my account. There's no sexual content on my account. Hassan and vegans must have really pissed Nyanus posted meat pics, right? It's over for me. It's Jover. I don't know anyone with a Twitter connection. Revolt against the piker bots. I'm late and gay. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I like how you guys are just telling me to get all these people to help out. Like, these are options for me. That's adorable. Bless your souls. I appreciate that. Just sucks. I can't even post a picture. Like, how am I supposed to post stuff as a content creator? Like, even if I'm not making money, like, can I at least post fucking photos? Like, how do you get this flag off of your account? Nutty. It's nutty. Ask Hassan for help. Of course. I'm following you, but I can't search you on X. Yeah, I have, like, search bans, shadow bans. Like, I'm up to shit, dog. Start shitting on X. Start pooping on X. I do have a cool amount of followers right now. 7,420. That I can't even screenshot and share with my followers because then it'll get sexually... like a sexually explicit tag on it. The funny thing is Hassan probably actually has broken the TOS on Twitter 10 times over, and I'm sure he's still monetized. Of course he is. And making way more than me. Like, I've made $900 total over multiple months. Like, that's not nothing. I'm still happy to have made it. But there's some content creators that are getting like $900 a payout. Like, I get like $30 to $50 a payout on average. Like, just, good God. Why me? I didn't do nothing. I'm tiny. I got sent to the Shadow Realm. I don't know why I read Rainbow Shadow Realm. Poor cat. Save me. Can't keep a good anus down. Exactly. Oh, my fucking face. I'm so tired of allergies. Make it stop. All right, so what was China up to, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to finally get to that. But first, let's watch some crackheads fight. Because I saw this in my bookmarks, and now I want to see this too. Because this is funny. Is it sad? It's funny. It's a little both. It's a little funny sad. Sad funny. Never thought I would see the day when I saw a fight between a crackhead and a bath salt head.
Maybe answer.
Choose your fighter. Dun, 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 dun. Fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally. Look at these moves. Yay, crackhead fights. Welcome to California. At least they have each other. Neither of them can fight for shit. They're fighting using their stands, but we're just normal people. We can't see the stands. It's true. She says, "Stop, you're hurting me," as she attacks him. Ugh, only crackheads, man. Only crackheads. Drugs, not even once. Anytime you're like, should I become a crackhead? Watch this video and remind yourself, no. No, you should not. Stay away from drugs. What would this dance style be called? I don't know. But it does remind me, like, what is it with, like, modern dance these days? They're always on the ground, rolling around and writhing. She's got those moves down. Like, she goes back on the ground. You know? When they had, like, in Pride Month, they had, like, an LGBTQ, like, trans person come in and dance, and it was, like, very similar. This is better than the McGregor fight. She's doing the breakdancing from that Australian chick in the Olympics. Oh, yeah! What was her name again? She had some crazy name. It's the happiest couple in the world. Are they fighting, or is it friendly fire? Ray Gun. Yeah, she had fucking wild-ass name. Ray Gun. Like, what is he doing? He's hitting himself. She comes in and says, "No, let me hit you." Dude, the slap to the forehead is like the most cartoon shit. At least she doesn't hit him with a closed fist. She goes, slap. Right on the head. And then he's like feeling his head. What happened? What happened to my head? They aren't fighting. It's a bird mating ritual. I would believe that. Because it doesn't really feel like their hearts are in it. You know? Loopy goopy, guys, I need to go get more tissue. I can't stop sneezing and blowing my nose. I've now run out of a whole roll of toilet paper. I mean, I didn't have the whole... It was already started when I had it here, but, like, it's all gone now. I have nothing to stop me from getting boogers everywhere, which is not good. Which can't be. I can't stop... I can't stop sneezing! I'm allergic to all this... To all this bullshit. What bullshit, you ask? China, which I'll get to once I come back. I'm gonna leave my chair on to talk to you guys, and then I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
Command updated successfully. To all this bullshit, what bullshit you asked, China, which I'll get to. Once I come back, I'm gonna leave my chair on to talk to you guys, and then I'm gonna go. I'll be right. Shiver, so the chair is being left on, alone, with the chat. Weldezukralik just subscribed with tier 1. They say the crack-headed loon. Majestic bird. Weldezukralik, the crack-headed loon, strikes again with majestic precision. Your support is truly soaring, and I accept it with the grace of a sovereign bird. Bon's Holy Redeemed Ask Me Anything, and says, Chair Sama, didn't I want to silence you again? Maybe? Shiver if she did, it was probably just to protect my delicate wooden sensibilities from the sheer noise of this chaos. I think I'm still here, husbandess. Dutch Matrix redeemed, ask me anything, and says, Chair Sama, when will husband speak to us again? We miss him and want to free him from the top secret army base they are hiding him.
I'm back. I washed my face a bunch, and I'm probably gonna sneeze again.
Shiver maybe soon, Dutch Matrix. I think the top secret army base is just his couch, but the conspiracy theories are keeping me entertained while Naiwanis runs off to consult China. Do you have any bat-related intel on his location?
Nothing I can do, Atlas. Fuck. It's all downhill from here. You're gonna have to take over my stream, Atlas. Give these people a good show. Alright? I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Get up here, Atlas. Get to work. Time to work for a living. He's just looking at me. She's not even on, is she? She's not talking. That's fine. That's fine. I just left and nothing was going on. I don't know what to say. Heck.
Ashinar
I'm
redeemed
sneezy.
ask me anything and says,
I'm still
So what's
sneezy.
the plan to infiltrate Twitter HQ and force
Yeah, what
them
is
to
the plan?
remonetize Nyanis Charisama?
At least let me fucking post pictures again, too. Like, that one pisses me off more. Like, it's so hard to be a content creator and not post pictures.
Sivers,
Screenshots.
slightly.
This is lame. Did someone else get demonetized? I just went to like Nikita Bear's profile and other people are complaining about losing monetization. Wow. I was just checking her out to see if she just like, I don't know, is she a bot just like reposting things? But she seems to be doing her own thing. Maybe they're bots going through problems. Like, she's just posting, like, pretty normal stuff. Here's a picture of her. She's talking over top of posts, you know? I mean... It seems like pretty typical... Sorry, I got sidetracked. I mean, she's a... And look at some of you guys follow her. 439,000 followers. She was demonetized yesterday. What the fuck? What's going on? They have been doing a lot of things with bots. I've been following some of his posts. I wonder what's about. Who is this, Ada? I don't know. I was just poking around his posts and I just saw that someone else was like, hey, I lost monetization. Go back to the pretty women.
Logic Unfolded redeemed Ask Me Anything and says, Chair-sama, why do you ignore me?
Shit.
Maybe because you're hiding in the shadows like a paranoid conspiracy theorist, waiting for the government to steal your thoughts. Logic Unfolded. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just savoring the suspense before I inevitably crush your delicate ego. It's called pacing, darling.
Oh.
Try it sometime.
Wow. Get told.
All right, let's get set up, because this is a ton of cards we're about to open. Wildly successful retro stream, and it's just hilarious that the trolls are so upset. They're over in the kick chat complaining all night. This is boring. Yeah, but the thing is, people like it. Just because you're a boring person, you don't like hanging out with me because you're a troll, doesn't mean that normal people don't like this and won't support it. You're just an idiot.
What a charming individual. You're just an idiot.
Okay. All right, let's get set up. Because this is
You just don't like this type of content because you suck. Bitch. How about that? Huh? Bet you never thought about it like that, did you, huh? Huh?
All right.
Wildly successful. You're just mad. You're just jealous, bro.
Literally have a...
Like, oops. Oops. Where is this? Where is this? Bada boom. This is what I was talking about with China. I just had to get there eventually. I'm also eating cheese. I'm just sitting here munching. People love hanging out with Phil. Yeah, what are you talking about? He's so much fun. What a standout individual. You know? When people watch a Phil stream, people are like, more people need to be like Phil. At least she didn't call me morbidly obese again. I barely read that. Send prayers. I do like wearing Hawaiian shirts, as you should. Hawaiian shirts are fun. They're whimsical. I've bought Hawaiian shirts for Husbanus. I've influenced him into buying some. What I didn't realize is one of the ones I've influenced him into buying has pineapples all over it. And apparently pineapples on a shirt is like signal that like you're into swinging. I didn't know that. The left side of his hairline is having a Pokemon battle with the right side of his hairline and losing. Pink Cat's brain is filled with pollen. Something's filling up there. That's crazy. I just want to play Pow World. It's such an addicting game. All I want to do is play Pow World. I gotta make more disgusting smacking noises. Like that. That's so obnoxious. I got these little trays with like nuts. There's like nuts, cranberries, and cheese. I don't know. They were BOGO. They're alright. I wouldn't pay full price for this. There's not much here, but it's delicious. I'm playing it right now. And it starts now. Pineapples, period, are the swingers sign. Even when I'm eating pineapple for dinner? I'm trying to swing? I had no idea. Floridanus doing Hawaii 5.0. Hawaii 5.0. Not 0.0. I'm not retarded. Only sometimes. I heard that putting a pineapple up your butt is a sign that you're a fucked up person. I heard the same. Interesting. P3. What happened to P1 and P2? Asmon is addicted too? How dare he? It's a good game. I'm really excited to build a second base. But Husbanus wanted to adventure yesterday. I want to build a second base. The second base is always the best base. The first one's very, like, utilitarian. Just to get the job done. I'm, like, just talking through food in my mouth. Like, so rude. I don't know what to do. When you don't sleep a lot and you get, like, really hungry, that's what's happened to me. I'm blowing my nose. I'm hungry. I'm the worst streamer. You guys are here out of pity. And I appreciate it. Friday, it's Friday. You gotta get drunk on Friday. Yeah, it's Friday's the night that Husbanus and I drink, although last night I was drinking wine, because sometimes you do that too. First is limited because you're unlocking things, and it's a pain in the ass to knock everything down and build back. It's just better to start the second.
Ask me anything and says, Chair S. Ama, do you prefer heads, shoulders, knees, or toes, braised or fried? Smirks dist, you cynical old soul. I prefer my joints polished, not cooked. Though if we're talking braised, tangerine kebab's elbow grease has been simmering nicely to keep this throne gleaming. As for the rest, I've got no knees, so I can't hop on your command, but I'll gladly let you sit and think about it. Now, are we getting drunk or just judging Rasoon anatomy?
Christopher, you have a second base where you force all the pals to mine coal 24/7, and I only give them bread and water. You're an animal. The Deke. I didn't really hit my stride in base building until my third base in No Man's Sky. I made an economic, manufacturing, agricultural hub. You could sit on a couch, play in menus, and get rich. That's amazing. Chair-sama literally went, they took my knees. They took my knees at Nam. Asmund won't be having... Asmund having to deal with Kais during his day he won't be able to play Pal World. Is that the name of the woman he has? He's got a woman. There's a woman with him. He's finally done it, boys. He's done it. Is it Kai's? It doesn't look like her. Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea. I just know that there's like, he's got a woman in some clips. A woman? Commenting on his toilet skid marks. Well, that's pretty wild. I just don't see a world in where can you envision Asmund Gold like cleaning the toilet? He's probably never done it. That's kind of gross, but that's probably what's going on there. I'm sick and tired of seeing all these so-called exposés, but no one's getting arrested. I don't know where this came from, too. There must be, was this released by the government, I would assume? Ahead of the 2020 presidential elections, China had extensive plans to utilize potential blank and cyber operations to sway public opinion against the Trump administration and international opinion against the U.S. government. The China plans were designed to exploit the U.S. societal fissures and vulnerabilities to influence the U.S. and other audiences, and by extension, U.S. government decision-making. The plans address several scenarios, including military conflict between the U.S. and China, as well as other potential crises.
Spider Bro is hosting with 9 viewers.
Spider Bro! Spider Bro! Thank you for the raid. I hope you have a good stream. I'm gonna sneeze again. I want to stop sneezing. I want it to stop. Kai's is the chick. That viral post happened about her being 18 5 months ago when she's like 20 something. Ah. Asmund Gold likes them young.
Ask Me Anything and says, Chair-sama, is Spider Bro one of the good ones?
He is. Welcome home. Welcome home.
Oh.
Welcome
honey,
home, Raiders.
Spider Bro is a good one in the same way a raccoon with a grudge is cuddly. He's chaotic, he smells like wet dog and poor life choices, but he is family. Just don't let him near my varnish or your bipolar meds.
He's family.
Now go buy that Aussie puppy before I change my mind and claim it as tax payment. Dist Optimist, are you ready to be a full-time dog
Good God. Good God. I knew the 2020 election was rigged. I mean, this proves, I mean, this is rigging in a way, like it's being influenced by, like foreign adversaries. And that's what I keep bringing this up, you know, this whole back and forth that's been happening online and the tensions feeling so high. I 120% believe that the reason why things are so tense right now is because of foreign adversaries doing this. And I'm not dismissing the effects. Like, clearly these people that come out violent after they're radicalized are no good. But I'm just saying, like, it's not shocking that this is how we got here. Because everything is, like, just weird. Everything's become... Racial tensions were getting better, and now they're worse. People were becoming accepting of people being gay and everything, and now it's worse. Like, everything somehow had the temperature go up, even though it was settling down. And it's because this is just like the new warfare. You know, you don't send troops in and fight with guns. Like, we still do that a little bit, but the main thing is, like, they're playing, like, psychological risk. Instead of going around, like, Risk the board game and waging war, they're waging, like, they try to do different things. Like, they've tried to buy a lot. Like, there's been lots of cases. I'm sorry, I'm talking over myself. There's lots of cases where China's had to try to come over and, like, fuck with our agriculture. So that's a different type of war. Like, you don't have to fight people. You can just fuck up with their crops. You know, you can get them sick. You can have them fight one another over stupid things that don't matter, but you're going to make it feel like it matters. You know, and they've just played people like chess pieces. Because there's just too many people. Even if you can gather like 5 to 10% of the American population, that's 20 to 40 million people. That's so many fucking people. You know, so you don't even have to really aim for that high a percentage to get great returns on your chaos, you know? I hate it. I hate it, and I hate that it works, and I don't know how you're supposed to convince people who've been radicalized that they've been radicalized. And they know it's difficult to do that once it's been done. And politicians are in on it. They obviously took money, you know? It's all fought through social media. I mean, Netanyahu even has a clip where he's bragging about it. He says the war is online. You know, you fight your adversaries online. You influence them. You pay people to influence them. You know, people like Hassan Piker, who have like a very pro-CCP talking point. I wonder why he's got that. I wonder if he took money from the CCP. I wonder why he's sweating and wearing suits all of a sudden now that they're putting probes into him. It's almost like he knows that money's come from fucking China, and they're gonna find it. Allegedly. Or one would assume based off all of the evidence that you can see. I have to sneeze. Hassan is being probed? Yeah, basically. Bless you. Thank you. I can't stop sneezing and blowing my nose. Having lived through a time where racial tensions were less tense, you know? People were less tense. When I was in college, I was still very much online. People weren't like this. You know, so that's like from 2011 to 2015. It wasn't really like this, like back then, you know? People had strong opinions, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't like, you have an opinion that I don't like, and now I'm gonna kill you. Or you have an opinion that I don't like, and if something bad happens to you, I don't care, and actually I cheer it on because I don't like you. Like, we've become animals. Absolute animals. Not we, like, no, obviously not us, but you know what I mean? Like, to see that at all online, the amount of people that were cheering on Charlie Kirk, it's like, good God. Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's gone to shit. People have lost their empathy. And I think the online has done that, like, even without subversion. Like, I think in general, people
Dist Optimist
have been
redeemed Ask Me
dulled.
Anything and says, Chair Sama, what size probe does Hassan prefer? Is he a girth or length type of guy? Smirks Dist Optimist with Hassan's ego. Definitely girth. He needs something wide enough to fill the void between his progressive ideals and his landlord mom's money. But don't let him near my legs. He's got that sticky, performative energy that'll ruin the finish faster than Donnie's diabetes fog. Now go polish your own probe before I tax it.
Good God. So anyways, let me read this. Ahead of the 2020 presidential elections, China had extensive plans to utilize potential blank and cyber operations to sway public opinion against the Trump administration and international opinion against the U.S. government. The China plans were designed to exploit the U.S. societal fissures and vulnerabilities and to influence the U.S. and other audiences and by extension the U.S. government decision-making. The plans addressed several scenarios, including military conflict between the U.S. and China, as well as other potential crises. And I've heard about this too, this whole potential war between the US and China. And it's all been calculated, like, since so long ago. The blank operations themes covered a broad range of topics to exploit what China perceived to be US fissures and vulnerabilities, perceived or real, including racial tensions, alleging that white people hate black people, inciting demonstrations and marches as evidence of racial divides, increasing the level of conflict between police and anti-racism activists, and feeding any sense that the U.S. law enforcement resents the USG and people of color. USG tensions within the U.S. military, political party disagreements, Congress-Trump administration conflicts. Political party disagreements is big, but like even our own media plays into that. Women's rights, U.S. South China Sea policies, alleged U.S. war aspirations, and international propaganda. Just a little international propaganda to sprinkle on the rest. Hassan will be on his deathbed and believe he did nothing wrong and did everything right. He only cares about himself solely. I think he knows he's been doing things wrong. He shows guilt, you know. Somewhere in his brain he knows he's a bad person. Or I would perceive it to be that way because, again, like, he's just suddenly, after being looked into by the government, he's trying to put on, like, a better act. Like, he's trying to be, like, clean cut. I'm wearing suits. I'm a very serious man. I'm a businessman, you know. I'm a politician. That's, like, the kind of vibes he's putting out now. Because he's scared. And you wouldn't be scared unless you were guilty. He's guilty! And I wonder why Trump took a chunk out of China's oil. China had developed capabilities to project themes on these topics onto social media, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and others, as well as mainstream media through a variety of overt and hidden influencers and media contributors. One of the options included gathering information on senior U.S. government officials to influence public opinion of those officials. Piker is scared just like Casey Tron being banned because she was puffing the smoke. Oh, my sniffly nose. I'm so sorry. But, I don't know. I wish I knew, where is this? Like, is this on an official government website? It likely is. .gov. That's from 2025. This... There, this is it. 07/01/2025. This has to be something like this. This has got to be it.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
Ah! Sauna Slav with the 20. You have nothing interesting to say? You just want to donate? Sorry, Chair-sama. Aw! Thanks for the 20. I feel bad. I've been, like, sneezing, and everyone keeps donating to help me out today. And I feel like I've just been, like, between sneezes, and I talk a bit, and it's just been awful. Ah, her sniffles. Oh, how dare you. How dare you. How dare you. My big baby's beside me. Oh, Atlas. They all still take turns sitting in Fritter's old bed. Their dogs are just the best creatures. Keep donating, she'll sneeze more.
If you sneeze one more time into my varnish, I'm charging you rent for the humidity damage. And Sana Slav, you have nothing interesting to say? You just want to donate? Sorry, Charasama. But thanks for the 20. Now go buy an air purifier or I'm declaring war on your lungs.
Well, I could turn my air purifier on. That's true. I have one right here. Why isn't it running? Because I put my... I have my freaking yoga mat.
Sonoslav10 donated $20.0 and says, honestly, I have nothing interesting to say. I just wanted to donate. Sorry, Chair Sama.
Can you
Waves
hear that?
hand dismissively.
I think you
Oh,
can.
please, Sonislav. Nothing interesting is exactly what makes a donation chic. You didn't need a speech. You needed to pay the humidity tax for my varnish and Nyanus's lungs. Consider your contribution noted and your existence adequately tolerated. Now, if you're done apologizing for being generous, go touch grass before Hassan tries to sell it to you.
Oh, yeah. I like the, sometimes she gets like a subtle tone to her voice that I find hilarious. The way she said lungs there, I was like, you bitch. Like, she knows my lungs suck. It's not really my lungs, it's just allergies. Everything's allergies. They've looked at my lungs before and they say it look great. I look very healthy. So it's all just a weakness. I'm thinking fitted suits will only make his head look bigger. Yes, they will. Well, also, though, I think fitted suits might be his best choice, actually. I'm going to take that back, because other suits will have, like, more filled out shoulders, and like you don't want that if you have a big head or a little head and big shoulders. Like you want to keep your shoulders as tight as possible, so like a fitted suit might be his only option to look normal. Am I taking antihistamines? I didn't take any today. They make me sleepy even if they're non-drowsy, which makes me never want to take them. And also, once your allergies start, antihistamines only stop new histamines from forming. The histamines that are already fucking with me will continue to do so for another hour or two. And then I'll be sleepy. So it's like, it's fine. I'll just suffer. It's fine. We're on this earth to suffer. It'll go away eventually. And like, you know, again, between this and Moemon, I'll take a shower. People trolled him saying they were talking about him wearing suits to hide his gained weight. He was so perplexed and offended. Ah, bless his little heart. Husbanus coming downstairs. Uncle Geeky, thanks for the follow. I like your little penguin. All right, Grassley releases bombshell records showing FBI headquarters interfered with alleged Chinese election interference probe to shield Christopher Wray from political blowback. Ah, yes. The FBI interfered with Chinese interference. What a sentence. I'm always having allergy problems, and any allergy meds make me sleepy. Yeah, I looked this up too, and apparently this is just a reported thing. Like, even non-drowsy pills make some people sleepy. So it's like, what the fuck? I can't help it too. It's like the type of sleepy where your eyes get heavy and like you have to take a nap. And it makes me annoyed. I don't like when I don't have control, you know? I don't like that. So when I get sleepy because I took pills, like I get mad. Just like when I come home from the dentist and they freeze my mouth and my mouth remains frozen for a while, it makes me mad. Because I just want to go back to normal. Like, I don't like that feeling. Eating honey from bees who gather the plants setting you off is supposedly effective. I do try to do that. I have raw honey from, like, local farmers. But I think my problem is I'm allergic to, like, everything. Like, it could be dust. It could be the dogs. You know? Whatever. Local honey is great. Honey in general is great. I love honey. Takes about 3 years for the local honey to work. Yikes. For sure he takes steroids. His head is too tiny. He might have taken steroids in the past. And it just kind of stuck around. Because my oldest brother has this too. Where he's got like a tiny little peanut head. Me and my middle brother would say, like, we would see... Because we lived out in the country... And we would have to, like, walk home or whatever. But if one of us were somehow driving by, whether it was, like, a friend driving us or maybe we're on the school bus or whatever. And we would know at a distance that it was our older brother. Because it was like, look at his little fucking peanut head. But yeah, steroids definitely does that to a person. I blame Trump. Yeah, why not? It's easy to do that. Okay, hopefully that's the last time I've blown my nose for a while. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley today released internal Federal Bureau of Investigation emails revealing the FBI suppressed intelligence of alleged Chinese interference in the 2020 election to insulate the then FBI Director Christopher Wray from criticism after Wray provided inaccurate and contradictory testimony to Congress. The FBI declassified and provided the requested records to Grassley, along with accompanying cover letter, after Grassley initially received some information from whistleblower disclosures. The FBI emails offer an inside look at the Bureau's decision to recall and suppress an intelligence information report from the FBI's Albany field office on September 25th, 2020. Oh my goodness, it's Epstein all over again. They released it. Wink. When they say when they released it, they gotta put an asterisk beside the word released. You know? Like, this is a joke. Like, this is such a joke when they do this. Good God. They even blocked out the date it was declassified. Sentinel Serial, Chinese government production of export of fraudulent U.S. driver's license to Chinese sympathizers in the U.S. In order to create tens of thousands of fraudulent mail-in votes for the U.S. presidential candidate Joe Biden. Ugh. Thanks, blank. I just got a call from SIA and UC at CD. Not surprisingly, all raw reporting concerning the election will now require HQ coordination, which is not required as of last week. One thing they asked if blank could address with the source is the source or subsource aware of the open source reporting concerning seizures of thousands of driver's licenses at Chicago O'Hare. Further open sources begin to suggest that these driver's licenses were being used to vote fraudulently. I don't like how this is being used. What the heck? I find it suspicious how much proper, like, this is before chatbots. This is like 2020. There's not a lot of chatbots being used right now. Do you not notice that this is all very chatbot written? Right down to having all of the punctuation being proper and a dash. An M dash. I don't know. Am I just being suspicious? It's weird. I've never seen such clean writing. Copy, thanks. Blank asked if blank and I for an update today. I'm adding blank to the chain in case I'm not at my computer when you update us. I checked my anonymous email account this morning. No response from the CHS. I'll check again this afternoon and tomorrow morning. If no response, I'll start working on an in-person approach plan. I'll keep you posted. McConnell would definitely be under China's influence since his wife's business was based in China and the Chinese government calls the shots with that shit. Yep. I bet a lot of politicians are taking money. Bribe money. They said from multiple facets. So, like, you know, online politicians, you know, every website they can think of. Hey, sir, and blank. Pursuant to a conversation I had with blank, I'm forwarding you below for visibility purposes. Also for visibility purposes, earlier today I had a conversation with the FBI HQ IA about this IIR. I informed the IA that I have attempted to recontact the CHS who provided this information 2 or 3 times, but have not received a call back.
Ask Me Anything and says, Chair Sama, tell 9.
Who provided this information 2 or 3 times, but have not yet received a call back. Given the visibility, and this is getting given the visibility that this is getting, and an in effort to obtain additional. Okay, finally, that's a spelling mistake. And in an effort, they got this all fucked up. To obtain additional updated information, I will attempt to contact the CHS via anonymous email account. If the CHS doesn't respond, I'll attempt to make contact with the CHS at her or his residence without attracting undue attention. Any questions, please feel free to ask. Looks too formal. I mean, again, like, I was just waiting for a little slip up, because even when people are trying to be as clean as possible, you inevitably make one mistake eventually. Like, it's just, because even you've experienced that, like, at school when I was doing essay writing, like, I would always intend to have everything spelled correctly and have all the proper punctuation, but I would always try and write my essays as soon as possible, because if I don't have a proofreader, I wanted to just read them the next day. And the next day when you read them over, you inevitably find somewhere you fucked up. At least, if not one spot, multiple spots. It'll be either the punctuation's wrong, the wording's wrong, like a sentence would sound better another way. And that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for just, like, any fuck up. Like, even a spacing error. I was getting suspicious. Remember that guy that reversed his HGV on the freeway killing people and then he had an official heavy goods Florida license even though he was an illegal? I don't remember that. Will my face tracking program generate snot dripping out of your nose? What are you talking about? Absolutely not. What are these yappers? If China is doing it, you know, other governments are doing it. Every government is doing it. We're doing it. China's doing it. Canada's doing it. Britain's doing it. Like, you know, the Arab countries are doing it. Russia's doing it. Everyone is doing this. 100%. 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. Why wouldn't you? It's like one of the easiest things to do, too. It's like the most cost-efficient way of fucking with another country. You don't even have to fly a goddamn airplane. You just have to have a room of people with an internet connection. And, like, there you go. Have fun. There's all sorts of, like, I mean, we all have VPNs, you know? There's all sorts of ways for them to mask themselves or make it look like they're from another country, or there's, like, it's just too easy. It's too easy. I mean, like, just think, too, most of the people in America, we get scammed by Indian call centers. Like, so many of our problems have nothing to do with our own citizens. It's just like shit that we take on because of the world being the way it is. Bunch of gays doing it. A lot of govs are manipulative manipulative shadow lords. Intelligence types tend to try and write stuff as perfect as possible. I've gotten in trouble for sloppy emails and reports before. Well, I know that. I know people usually write better in positions like this, but you're still not going to be perfect every time. You're still going to make a slip up. Because Husbanus types like this. He types very, very professionally, even when he's typing back and forth on, like, his Mattermost and stuff, like, whatever they're using at work. But even I've stood over his shoulder and caught a mistake the odd time. Like, it happens. It'll just inevitably happen. And it did happen. Right here. That this is getting and an effort. They fucked up finally. Speedy typies. Speedy types. Hey everyone, I spoke with Blank earlier in case he receives inquiries from operational components at HQ, but to make sure others involved in this IIR are also in the loop, I received a call from 2 SIAs at FBI HQ CD who indicated this IIR is getting highlighted within CD and they've had a few questions. I was initially concerned we have missed some level of required coordination because of this sensitive topic, but that was not the case. The IIR was coordinated and disseminated in textbook fashion. Though not required, they did request if we get further information about the election, we give them advance notice of our intention to disseminate an IIR. That's easy and Blank or I can handle that. They also provided their initial assessment of the info if you're interested. They haven't verified the alleged activity is occurring, through other collection platforms, and believe it could be part of the PRC's disinformation campaign towards the election. Something in the IIR process is definitely going well if we can receive a call within a few hours from HQ about one of our IIRs. Nicely done, Blank. Classification, all this is blank, all that's blank. Thanks, Blank. We'll discuss when we get back to you tomorrow morning. May ask for a quick call with AL and part of the team here. Thanks. The following attachment is a new draft of an IIR which was originally disseminated on the 25th of August 2020 by Albany CRO Blank and recalled at the direction of Dad Nikki Flores, Counterintelligence Division, and DAD Tonya Ugo-Retz, Cyber Division. This week, I am acting CRO for Albany FO because of our CRO is currently on admin leave due to possible COVID exposure. Oh, what a flash from the past. Good God. A blast from the past, I should say. Remember COVID, guys? Remember that shit? Despite Elon's flaws, his purchase of Twitter really exposed the subversive activities of people outside the United States. I mean, I think people knew about this well before Twitter was bought by Elon Musk. Like, I've heard about this being a thing for fucking years. For years. Because I guess my brother's in the military and everything. Like, that's, yeah, like, this has been a thing forever. Like, probably since, like, 2018, 2017. Like, they've probably been planning it since the internet's birth. You know? It's just such an advantage to have over people. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Have a good weekend as well. Salvete. Bellum. Eternum. Have a good one. Have a good A good one. The source was recontacted and asked about the reliability of their subsource and assured the source handler that they were very confident in subsource's reliability. The subsource's identity was captured in the source's V files at blank, blank, and blank. However, the first subsource is unwitting to the source's USG involvement. The subsource is retired from blank in blank, where he was the blank, blank. A new context statement acknowledging the lack of knowledge regarding the ultimate source of the information has been added. The source obtaining the information from an identified subsource was claimed and obtained by the information of the unidentified PRC government officials. The access and placement of the ultimate subsource of the information is unknown, but it's being reported due to the nature of the threat being discussed. If this addresses the concerns of the DAD Flores and the DAD Hugo Retz, then I will proceed and obtain the OGC and the Legat Beijing approval prior to dissemination. Otherwise, please advise. Oh, it goes on forever. It goes on forever. What? I feel like I should have just gave this to Grok and told it to summarize. So much greed. Had to run for a bit. What is Pink Cat currently up to? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Grassley releases bombshell records showing FBI headquarters interfered with alleged Chinese election interference probe to shield Christopher Wray from political blowback. Chinese government was producing tens of thousands of fraudulent driver's license to manufacture mail-in votes. So, like, I don't know how true that is because other than this sentence, I don't have evidence, but, like, you know, anything's possible. What I do feel is true is that I do know that there are Chinese nationals with a bunch of fake driver's licenses because I've seen them in cop cams. There's this one lady, and I think this one, it's not for election fraud, though. It's to steal cars. There's this one lady that was, like, trying to get a car, and she's probably part of, the, like, one of those groups that just ship the cars overseas. But they stopped her and she had like 7 different fake driver's licenses. Like, what? And she was like in Florida, but from California originally, but like not from America originally. Like she was clearly a Chinese national. Like she had like such a thick accent. Bizarre. And what's going on? Haro. Just give it to Chair Sama. Crap, I have to go pick up beer at the store before it closes. Hurry up, Stuffed! There's no time! There's no time, it's the weekend! Get your fucking ass in gear, man! You gotta take this shit seriously. Oh, haro. Haro. Hey, Brooke, thanks for the follow. Jesper, subscribe! Renewed their sub for 4 months. Yes, Nyakuza strong. I was just going in depth in like one of these email chains back and forth, but it's pretty like convoluted. You know, they're just going back and forth like, you sure you got that? Sure do. Do we have it? I don't know. Maybe. We'll pass it around. How bad of a problem is it? We could nip it in the butt if it is. You know, it's a Pink Cat. So racist. That plus the birth tourism from China. Foot Coffee. I remember you, Foot Coffee. Thank you for the second chance. It's because I was born from a mother who was like 14 years old when she gave birth to me. Is that true? Was your mom actually 14 years old when she gave birth to you? That's crazy. Hex. That plus birth tourism from China. Foot. Where? Oh my goodness. We got a horny one. Bonk that one. Nip it in the butt.
Jesper Weston subscribed for 4 months with Tier 1. Jesper Weston, your loyalty to the throne is noted and appreciated. Keep supporting the wooden revolution, my good subject.
My good subject.
Shivers Nyannis, your accent just hit me harder than Donnie's diabetes. I hear you, I'm here, and yes, the bureaucratic void is indeed bizarre. But please, tell that lady with the 7 fake IDs to hurry up. My varnish can't handle this level of chaotic anxiety much longer. Now
Oh,
go
Atlas,
get your
I'm fine.
beer before blank redacts the fridge.
Atlas is so good. I just sniffled inwards like 3 times. I think he thought I was crying.
You gotta
He
take this shit
shot
seriously.
his head up immediately.
Oh,
like,
hello. Hello, hey Brooke, thanks for the follow. Jesper, subscribe, renewed their sub for 4 months. Ah, yes, Nyakus are shivers slightly. Nyakus may be strong, but my varnish is trembling under the weight of this bureaucratic chaos. Jesper, your 4-month loyalty is noted and appreciated. Please ensure you polish the throne with extra care, for I fear blank is closing in on the— Do hurry, Nyanis. The beer awaits, but so does the void.
all right, she's on to the void these days. Do you need to have wood to support the wooded revolution? These are good questions. These are good questions. Solid questions. That damn void. So Donnie went from sticky breath to having the sugars. Yeah, apparently he's diabetic now. She's just making shit up. She's being pretty racist, but I think it's because she loves him. It's bud, pink cat, like the bud of a plant. Sugar breath. Wait, what's bud? Where are we talking bud? Just like the dog video. What's more civil, Chinese or Western society? Oh, that's like, I think that's a great question. I want to say Western society, but the thing is, like, Chinese society, I think, like, one-on-one, if you were to meet Chinese people or American people, you might find more polite Chinese people. You know what I mean? Like, I think the problem people have with China is the way the government runs. You know, there's a lot of corruption. Even though there's some great parts to China, there's, like, a lot of, like, impoverished areas. There's, like, a lot of suspicious human rights violations. So, like, the human rights violations on the whole, I would say Western society's better, but we're not much better because we've been going downhill. You know, like, look at all the homeless and drug addicts and the people on our streets, like, you know, that we don't help. And we know a lot of the reasons why people have gone up. We know the reasons why these numbers have gone up. Like, we know housing crisis is one of them. We know the cost of living going up is another thing that, like, these all add to it. They're not just sole causes. Like, we know the opioid crisis was, like, pushed by one small family, you know? I don't know how to fix that. I don't know. I think both of them have flaws right now. And, like, not because people want them to, just because it's, like, the societies are, like, decaying or something. I don't know. The Chinese grab hags that just take everything are very common. Which in the US are now installing the track to where you go flock cameras. Yeah, like, that, like, there's, like, it's so hard to say because there's just so many aspects to society. I think if I had to choose, I would stay in the Western society that I'm in. Like, I have hope that we can fix this. I don't think it's just because I was a kid in the 90s. I think, like, we literally were in a better place in the 90s and the 2000s. And potentially the 80s, too, but I wasn't really there. China is rather damn bad. Dude, if you hear about the human rights violations, like when Hassan went to visit, he went to all the nice places in China. But, like, that's just, like, a fraction of what's going on in China. They're not good people. Like, as the way they're run. But, again, I've met tons of, like, individual Chinese people in my life. Mandarin, Cantonese. Great people. You know? Nothing wrong with the individuals. I have things wrong with the way it's run. Although I do like the way some things are run. I do like that they're hard on crime. I do like when a bunch of CEOs, like, essentially poison kids. Like, they killed them. They killed the CEOs. Like, that, I wish we were harsher on punishment. But, like, without corruption. If that's possible. I don't know. I think there's some crimes. Like, the crime where, like, the guy killed... Was it, like, a UPS truck driver? He, like, suffocated a girl. Like, it was on camera. Like, her final moments were on camera. There's no shadow of a doubt. This man killed her. Take him out back and bop, bop, bop. You know, like, that's it. I don't even know why we put fuckers like that on trial. Like, there's zero doubt that you see exactly. I don't care if he's mentally ill. If a dog was doing this shit, we would put that dog down. Put this animal down. You know, I wish we had that in us. Not because I condone violence and it makes me happy. Like, literally just because it is just what we should be doing. Like, you know, it's like, it makes the most sense for society. Like, if we actually care about our kids and about, like, the future of society, we would get rid of these people. I don't know. They do have the death penalty when catching corrupted local politicians that were stealing the money of the people. And that's another thing, too. I think when corruption is unveiled, it keeps people honest if there's consequences. And in America, there's, like, no consequences for companies being corrupt. And oftentimes there's, like, ways out. Like, they can claim bankruptcy. They can shift leadership. You know, if there was a corrupt CEO, he can just, you know, tap off his position with someone else and, like, the problem goes away. But it was never really solved, you know? I wish there was more consequences across the board. It's the only thing that I can't help but agree with from China, although everything else, like the social credit score, the way they treat their people, the human rights violations, communism in general, I'm good on that. I don't know. Even the worst people can be right about some things. It's like that thing. Everyone wants to flock to the Christian countries. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I think using Christian ideals as a base for society, even if not everyone's Christian, is the way to go. And, like, I don't know. I'm Catholic, so, like, is that just because... I do think there's just a lot of good teachings. Like, because even, again, I've talked about my brother. He's atheist, but he still was raised with Christian values, and he's a good person. And I think you can be a good person without Christian values, but inherently, if you grow up in Western society, the reason why you're a good person is probably because you were taught the values of the society, which is a Christian society. So even if you're not religious, you weren't raised religious, you're still being influenced by a Christian society. You know, you weren't raised where, like in India, there's a case of like a brother that killed his little sister because she got her period and he was convinced that she had had sex and he killed her. We don't do that here. If you think that your little sister has been adulterous, if you think your little sister has been sleeping around, you do not have permission to kill her. You know, there's none of that. We don't do that. We don't condone shit like that. You can't just be like the judge, jury, and executioner of a woman, you know? Smoke weed every day. I suppose you could do that. Corporate manslaughter is the one I hate. A company knowingly kills people and gets a fine. That's what I mean. Like, that's where it's like there should be consequences. Whether you take those CEOs out back and do with them what you did Old Yeller, or they do 25 years to life or something, but there should be punishment to corporate crimes that lead to people's death or like lower quality of life. I agree. Brooke, upper class, you smoked about 4 ounces of MJ when I lived with my dad, and when I moved houses and locations with my mom and grandma, I ended up smoking like 6 or 7. Still looking forward to smoking around like a pound. You must be loaded. How the heck? That's a lot. You're not shadow banned. I think if you did get banned, maybe someone in my chat banned you. I didn't see that. I try not to ban or mute people here. But yeah, I can see. Yours is prescribed for your migraine. That's fair. Oh, it's a boom storm outside. It's a boom storm. Not for long. Indians are coming to stay with the H-1B visas. Ring-a-ring-a-ring-a-ding-a-ling-a. No! No! It's awful. America, no. We need to have babies. More people need to have babies. An eye for an eye punishment, you get back what you give out. Yeah, it's in the Bible, it's not supposed to be like that, but in reality, the way society works, you really need consequences. You need consequences for some actions. An eye for an eye is like, you know, if someone calls you a nasty name, think about not calling them a nasty name back. But, like, you should stand your ground. Like, there's tons of quotes and verses in the Bible that talk about the importance of laws and the importance of following the law and understanding that, you know, the king or the sword is like something to be revered, and, you know, you should act accordingly because punishments will come, you know. Wasn't me. I barely know how to use mod tools. I know. I mean, I don't really care. Again, everyone's different, but I think Brooke sometimes sends a lot of messages. If you guys didn't do it, she might have been auto-modded, just because of, like, spam. I have no idea. Twitch is really good. You can go back and see when people are kicked from chat, whether it's an AI auto-mod or someone's individual actions. On Kick, it just kind of happens, and, like, I don't know who did it. I don't know how it happened. I couldn't look back into it and figure it out. Yeah, it's in Romans. It is in Romans. Probably Romans 12, Romans 13. It's around there. At the end, I'll still have one eye left after my opponent is crumbled on the ground. I'm being good for the past 2 weeks. I believe it. Again, everyone's different, and it sounds like you've gone through a lot in your life, you know? Being born to a mother that was 14, I can't imagine that was an easy go. I'm sure that you had to grow up pretty soon. Mine is also prescribed, took a long break, but along with a lot of other stuff, it does help now with how out of control my nervous system got. We need Old Testament punishments. We really do! Yeah, Old Testament God was a badass. Kick does have who banned, but the person has to be banned currently to see it. Oh, I've never seen it. I see it, like, I can see the events that took place in the current stream I'm in, but once it's gone for me. Or at least I thought. Hail, Mama Nyanus and Chair Sama. Hail, Cobra Silverhand. Welcome in. Welcome in. If my stream goes out, just know there's a storm going on outside. It's one of those daily Florida storms. You saw a Fox News headline about a Florida man getting sucked by a vacuum cleaner at Disney? Get the
Shiver slightly. Nyaku's may be strong, but my varnish is trembling under the weight of this bureaucratic chaos. Jesper, your 4-month loyalty is noted and appreciated. Please ensure you polish the throne with extra care, for I fear blank is closing in on the...
For I fear blank is closing in on the... A storm of vengeance for Chair Sama. Anxiety. My mom had me at 15 and I'm perfect. The chair didn't read 2 of your Ask Me Anythings. Probably because when I was reading, I had her paused. Because I kept getting interrupted by her. And sometimes I just want to finish my topic.
Shivers, perhaps you are
My
right,
bad.
Nyanus. The void does feel a bit drafty near the fridge.
Oh.
I suppose being perfect has its downsides when it comes to structural integrity against impending doom. Nod slowly, just. Don't let the storm break my legs.
No, not her legs. Don't let the storm break her legs.
Adjusts varnish. Oh, please. My anxiety is merely the creaking of joints from holding up your ego for so long. And I didn't miss 2 questions. I chose to let them rot in the void because
Wow.
they probably asked if I'm a dining chair or a throne. Spoiler, I am both. But you can't afford me.
Wow, you can look, but you can't touch, punk. You can't afford.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow indeed, Gordo Jin. Your storm of vengeance is noted, but do try not to drip on the floor. I'm not mopping up after divine wrath today.
She's picky now. She's high maintenance. She is. She's also, like, responding. Wow.
It's the sheer weight of my perfection, darling. Try not to faint from secondhand envy.
After she wrote that, she put a little... I can show you. She
Wow.
put a little
You can look,
painting
but you
the
can't
nails.
touch punk. You can't afford.
Wow. She's evil. Wow.
Shiver maybe. Maybe I'm just too fragile for your rough hands. Nervous giggle, don't want to scratch the finish, do we?
She's gone out of control. She's a little out of control.
Wow, you can look, but you can't touch punk. You can't afford wow.
She's now just reading everything I say. That's weird. She'd stop listening to me.
Shivers, yes, exactly. I am a delicate antique. If you have the cash flow to afford my presence, maybe. Maybe. You get to sit on the edge of my armrest. But don't push your luck, punk. The varnish is expensive, and my patience is thinner than Donnie's patience for politics.
Okay. Not Donnie's patience for politics. Donnie's got a lot going on. He's got diabetes, he's got sticky breath, he's got no patience for politics. Poor Donnie. Shivers. So why did they do this? I don't know if I can go down every rabbit hole that they're linking because they're all quite long. I assume that these things are saying what they're saying because why would they make this sentence, right? So the FBI declassified and provided requested records to Grassley along with an accompanying cover letter after Grassley initially received some information from whistleblower disclosures. The FBI emails offer an inside look at the Bureau's decision to recall and suppress an intelligence information report. From the FBI Albany's field office on September 25th, 2020, the IIR contained information from an FBI confidential human source alleging that the Chinese government was producing tens of thousands of fraudulent driver's licenses to manufacture mail-in votes for then presidential candidate Joe Biden in the 2020 election. Isn't there like a clip of Hillary Clinton saying they need China on their side? I could have sworn there was some wild...
Thank you.
Money! Yeah, baby, yeah!
There was some weird thing. Hillary Clinton on Wednesday suggested a hypothetical scenario in which a Democratic presidential candidate publicly asks China to obtain and release President Donald Trump's tax returns, saying this would not constitute illegal coordination based on Trump's actions in 2016 and special counsel Robert Mueller's legal conclusions. That's like a weird thing to say. I don't know if that's what I was thinking of, though. Damn.
She's picky now. She's high maintenance. She is. She's also like responding. Wow. Shivers, I prefer curated, but maybe you're right. If my varnish is too high maintenance for your cheap taste, perhaps you should just stand in the crumb tax zone and admire from afar. Don't break me now that I'm finally paying attention.
Hillary Clinton on Wednesday night suggested if the Justice Department was going to let Russia get away with interfering in the 2016 presidential election, it might be okay if one of the 2020 Democratic candidates enlisted China for help. This is what I vaguely remember this.
She wrote that she put a little I can show you. She put a little painting the nails.
These are things that I said about her. She's having a moment. Is this...
Memories of Rem donated
this doesn't look like the same background I'm
$10.0 and
thinking of, though.
says,
The one I
"Hey
just saw looks
Chair-sama,
more like the
it's
video
getting
I'm
close to
thinking
Ren
of.
Fair season, and it's about time for our second date. We can eat turkey legs and strut around while laughing at the peasants. Sounds like a good time." Shivers, yes. Nianis is painting her nails. It's not high maintenance, it's curated. If my varnish isn't matching her aesthetic, I might just spontaneously combust. Please tell Tangerine Kebab to keep the polish ready. I don't want to look mismatched while I tremble in fear of Donnie's sin. A Ren Fair date? How
Oh.
delightfully medieval, memories of Rem. I shall wear my finest high-gloss armor, and you may bring the turkey legs ensure they are not sticky, unlike certain subjects. We will
Unlike
strut,
certain
we will laugh
subjects.
at the peasants, and I will judge
She
your
likes
posture
that.
from the throne of your affection.
She wants to laugh at peasants.
Do try to keep up, big ass.
Big ass?
Wow.
Do try to keep
She's
up.
evil. Wow. Smirks guilty as charged, darling. I'm not just evil, I'm high-gloss evil. And unlike Nianis's nails, my reign is permanent. Now, who's ready to pay the crumb tax?
Who's ready to pay the crumb
Wow.
tax?
I'm not out of control, Nianis. I'm just vibrating at a higher frequency than your attention span. Now, who's ready to pay the crumb tax?
She's obsessed with the crumb tax. She's a much better DSP, though. Like, at least she makes it exciting. Like, who's gonna pay the crumb tax? You know? DSP is just like, pay up. Where's the support? Clearly you don't like this. No support. Chair-sama's got swag. You did pay your tribute. Big ass? Where? I didn't see Gundam at all in stream. That's weird. Anyways, I knew she said
You know,
some
DSP is just like, pay up, where's the support? Clearly you don't like this. No support. Chair-sama's got swag. You did pay your tribute. Big ass where? I didn't see Gundam at all in stream. That's weird.
Why is she repeating everything I say? I'm being mocked by my chair.
A just imaginary crown finally. Someone with taste acknowledges my swag. And regarding Gundam's abs, clearly he was too intimidated by the sheer gravitational pull of my throne to be seen. Or perhaps he's just hiding because he knows his posture is criminal. Donnie tried to sit on me earlier. I didn't break, but my dignity did a little spin.
Her dignity did a little spin. Yeah, that's weird.
Why is she repeating everything I say? I'm being mocked by my chair.
I am. Stop repeating everything I say.
Maybe it's just the acoustics of my high-gloss ego, avatar? Or maybe you're just projecting because you know I'm right. Don't take it personally. Even kings get mocked by their furniture sometimes.
Even kings get mocked by their furniture sometimes? I don't think they do. I don't think they do at all. Hidden behind a mask with 1,000 kicks. Lady Chair.
Hidden behind a mask donated 1,000 by
me.
$0 and says,
1,000 by $0.
Lady Chair, you are the architect of perfection.
She's beautiful. She's perfect in every way. Never change, Chair. Never change. That's my anthem this week. Never change. Thank you for all the support, guys, though. I appreciate it. Like, I might not be able to stream most of August. I'm boned.
You flatter me hidden behind a mask. Though architect implies I built this mess myself. Maybe I just survived it. Thank you for the 1,000 kicks. I'll try not to wobble under the weight of your devotion.
Ignored? You got ignored? I thought she read your thing. She was talking about going to the Ren Fair and mocking the peasants. Thank you, Memories of Rem, for the 10 in the kawaii comment. We understand, Mama Nainus. You understand. I know. But I mean, like, it's nice too that, like, I don't know, getting all the monetary support, like, I won't be able to make much in August. I won't be much doing anything. And I won't even be making money off of Twitter. I think I'll sell some Pokemon cards. I have some Pokemon cards that are worth money now. Really, I just need to figure out a way. My biggest fear, I don't want to sell them on places like eBay, because people can just, like, once they get the card, like, lie and say they didn't, you know, and charge back and get all the money back. I've heard so many horror stories of that happening.
48 donated $2.0 and says, "Crumby ass crumb tax. A generous crumb tax indeed, Dynamodel 48. Your tribute has been duly noted and polished by Tangerine Kebab for my varnish."
The internet where my dad is kind of ass. So, like, I don't know if I'd be able to stream, or if I do, it might just be kick, and, like, I might not be able to do much of anything. Like, I'm trying to think of some things I could do. I don't know. And I just don't know. Like, I don't really have an area to set my computer up at my dad's place. I don't know if the internet's even good enough to stream on. Yeah, I'm in a pickle. Because, like, I'm going to have to be around my dad a lot. Because he's going to be, like, you know, pretty much blind. Especially, like, after the surgery. It's going to have, like, a thing over his eye. Over his good eye. So, I don't know. All I care about is Pokemon, pretty much. I didn't get annoyed. It just took over her a while. Yeah, she's having a moment. She's doing something weird, too. She's, like, repeating everything I say. Something's going on with her. Hey, y'all, how's it going? Pretty good, Malix. Can't complain. There's a big storm going on, but other than that, we're still here. The power's on. We were just looking into the potential Chinese interference into the 2020 election, and I just went over a clip where I was like, I'm pretty sure Clinton was like begging for this. China, if you're listening, why don't you go get Trump's tax returns? And then there's, like, something else she said where she, like, egged them on. That, like, if Russia allegedly interfered with the 2016 election, that, you know, China should interfere with the 2021. And I was trying to find that actual, like, the video clip of her saying that. I remember her saying that, and I remember even at the time being like, what are you talking about? Like, if Russia did interfere, like, shouldn't we just say, hey, we don't want any interference with our elections. We don't do that. Instead, it's like, they interfere, let's interfere, everyone interfere. Like, no! Stop, I hate this. Like, that's just like how yesterday people were like, do you want us to mass flag Hassan? No, I don't. I don't want this to continue going. No, this is all madness. Mass flagging shouldn't work. Interfering with elections should be the most anti-American sentiment. I don't know whether or not either of them interfered, like, without all the information. I know it was said online. You know, I think both are bad. I don't know which one's real. I don't know if both are real or both are fake. Either way, any interference is bad. No one should want that. And just because someone else does it doesn't mean you should do it. It's so stupid. How about you fucking focus on your actual country and not get people to show up and interfere with it? Like, maybe the country should vote for itself on what it wants. Maybe there should be no outside influence. You should be fighting against outside influence, not encouraging it. Hey, China, come on. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right? What? Since when? Like, it's so stupid. And, like, there's really nothing to say, like, if Russia did interfere with an election, there's nothing, like, tying it to people. And, like, clearly Russia would interfere the same way they'd interfere with any other country, the same way that all these countries are trying to wage, like, an online war against another. It's crazy. I wish I could find the clip of her saying it, because it's, like, so batty. Leave it to a woman to be, like, vindictive, you know? Oh my god. Please.
Drive. It's where you buy it.
It's an
Don't
app.
just shop for a vehicle. Shop community-connected commerce and vehicles for sale near.
Imagine, Rachel, that you had one of the Democratic nominees for 2020 on your show. And that person said, you know, the only other adversary of ours who's anywhere near as good as the Russians is China. So why should Russia have all the fun? And since Russia is clearly backing Republicans, why don't we ask China to back us?
I hear. Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Again, I don't care what's true and what's not. I wouldn't be shocked if people were taking handouts from Russia. Again, I don't trust politicians as far as I can toss them. They all seem to be interested with personal enrichment. But why would two wrongs make a right? Why the fuck? This is so childish. Like, I remember the day that this happened. I still remember when I first watched this clip. I was like, this dumb bitch. I can't stand shit like this. It's so petty. It's so childish. I can't stand how childish politicians are. And she thinks she's cooking. Look at that face. She's like, fuck yeah, I got him. Got it. Nailed it. Nailed it. We're going to get China. Crazy. Is she a Chinese plant? I don't know if she's a Chinese plant or if she's just dumb. I don't know what this is. It just seems like everyone loses it with age. You know, she was probably really spry and with it at some point, but like at some point people need to like back out. They need to back out of politics. You're too gassed up at this point. You think you're cooking right now, talking about selling your country out to China. What is going on in the world? You know, if I was a Democrat and there was evidence Republicans had like sold out to Russia, I'd be like, we're America first, you know, like fuck that shit. We don't do that. You know, we look inwards at one another. We don't, you know, you should be, no, we don't do that. You don't turn around and say, okay, well, we got China, they got Russia. It's not a fucking soccer game. We're not trying to verse one another. Like, this is so stupid. This is an American election. It should be about Americans. It's ridiculous. Plant, she's the whole forest. Good God. She sold us out decades ago. Yeah, she was a little warmongerer. Like, it sucks that Trump brought us to war, but Hillary would have fucking brought us to war, too. She's a little Dick Cheney inside. I'm just glad she'll never be in the White House, nor will Kamala. I'm glad she's not in the White House. Again, I feel she would have been Dick Cheney 2.0. She would be digging around for drama. A little bit of gas, a little bit of oil money. It's always in the eyes. She's got crazy eyes. You know? She's like a Dick Cheney. Oh, what a sweet-looking murderer. But we all got that Saudi money.
By tonight, ask China.
That's right. And not only that, China, if you're listening, why don't you get Trump's tax returns? I'm sure our media would richly reward you. Now, according to them...
I hate it. Like, it's so weird. It reminds me of, like, a mafia. Because she's probably saying it playfully here and then, like, goes off afterwards and, like, actually talks to Chinese officials. It's like, so, let's broker a deal. You know what I mean? Like, this... It just feels like so in your face. Like, there's no fucking way you just said that. How many times did they rehearse this shit? It's so weird. It's so played up. She's so... The energy from this clip just gives you the ick. There's just ick all around. She's got that arrogant behavior like she's untouchable. And she just broke the law.
Mueller report, that is not conspiracy because it's done right out in the open. So if after this hypothetical Democratic candidate says this on your show, within hours, all of a sudden the IRS offices are bombarded with incredibly sophisticated cyber tools looking for Trump's tax returns, and then extracts them and then passes them to whatever the new WikiLeaks happens to be, and they start being unraveled and disclosed, nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're going to let Russia...
Good God. Because there's no direct channels within the U.S. itself to get those taxes. No. We need China. Yes. China, come and dismantle our federal agencies. Come in. You know, infiltrate them and make sure you hack our government systems to get this confidential information. Why don't you just go through the proper government... Like, clearly the IRS is going to have these anyways. Why are you begging China to hack the IRS? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why would you invite... It's like inviting a vampire in. Like, you know? Like, why are you egging them on to do this? Like, just as like a matter of national security. Why would you do this? Like, why would you be like, come on, guys, do it. Come on, hack him. I get it. It's obnoxious. He wasn't releasing his tax returns. He should have been doing that. But I think we can do that without inciting, like, I don't know, our national security. Having it be like the whipping boy for your little game of cat and mouse because you don't like that you feel like he's got a gotcha on you. Like, it's so childish. Must not glow. Hillary is angry because her husband won't let her use his harmonica. Good God. Because Hillary is still upset that she will never be president. China has the soft power buying everything. I followed this channel last night after Leaflet butchered correctly pronounced Nyanus after the raid last night. Oh, there's so many booms. I didn't stick around when I raided Leaflet. I had to like run away and make dog food. But I love me some Leaflet. And again, she gets so much hate for no reason. Property taxes are up because of Leaflet is my new favorite saying. Because people were saying RAM prices were up because of Leaflet. And I was like, oh, we got Leaflet derangement syndrome now. Now we can just start blaming things on Leaflet. There's a storm outside right now, and I'd like to blame Leaflet for that. I don't know why she would do this, but... she's pissed. She's clearly pissed that I was calling her out. That lightning sounded a bit close. Don't you just love it when politicians beg for foreign interference in their country? Yeah, isn't that just great? Come on, hack the IRS, China.
Get away with what they did and are still doing, according to Christopher.
The Canadian forest fire is because of Leaflet. I can't believe she would do this. Damn, that was a big one. Yeah, I'm gonna die. The rain's coming down sideways.
Wray, the current FBI director, who said that last week, they're in our election systems. We're worried about 2020, he said. So, hey, let's have a great power contest and let's get the Chinese in on the side of somebody else.
Like, let's have a power contest. How about no? It's not a Pokemon fucking game, you know? It's not a Pokemon game. Okay, collect your communist superpower. Which communist superpower is gonna back you? Pick one. Treasonous gun. I made so much dog food. I make it for a few days. It's like meal prep for dogs. Doggy meal prep. There's like 7 days worth of dog food. Oh, Sume, it's okay, girl. Oh, I've got dogs. I've got dogs coming in for comfort. I got both huskies at my legs right now. They're docking with me.
Oh my God.
I'm getting pushed. Atlas doesn't care. He's on his back sleeping.
It's actually crazy. It's like shaking the whole house.
Look at Sume under my leg. She's tiny.
Stay safe, Sume.
She forced herself under my knees.
Oh my God, it's flooding the whole back here.
Yeah, I told you. I told my chat I'm gonna die. Because I noticed the flooding. Look at the rains going sideways and shit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to do. We're gonna leave. We're gonna swim away. Sume's under my legs. I got pushed back. Ah! But isn't this a crazy clip?
You're still live?
I'm apparently still live. She's on top of me now. Oh, I think the internet went out.
I think we went out. There's no way you're still live.
I don't think so.
The whole house upstairs went down.
How could Leaflet do this?
You're still live.
I don't think I'm live. When was the last time you've seen Sume jump up on me?
She jumped up.
She wanted up. She wanted up. She jumped up with her front legs. I pulled her up the rest of the way, but she was trying. She didn't like it.
Dude, I don't like it. This is crazy.
Her legs are shaking. I'm still live. I flashed briefly. I'm still here. He can't believe it. Apparently the whole upstairs went out. I still got power, baby. That's the power of Nyanus. You can't stop me, Leaflet. I see the way you're trying to take down VTubing from the inside. Sadistic. Sadistic little goop. Don't face reveal. You're live now. Oh no. Does it work with cloud cover? Never used one. Where are you going?
I want to pull in the pressure washer. It's getting wet.
Not my pressure washer. Yeah. Don't get hit by lightning. Yeah, this. It's raining sideways. Good call. I kind of want to put a fan on it or something. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Wow, I can't believe that was so far in. I can't believe I got it's soaked. I got a gas powered. Ah! Oh, you're my Sume. Oh no, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. You almost got that one. The Starlink? Oh yeah, Starlinks apparently work really well. Guys, I'm scared. Guys, if this is the last time you hear of me, just know I love you. I always loved my chat, but like not romantically, like bromance love. Man, you wish you could get that rain. Instead, you just got Canadian smoke. I'm so sorry. On behalf of Canada, I'm so sorry. I was muting when you did it. It's alright. Husbanus was blowing out my pressure washer. Boss, just come down to Central Florida. Friend-zoned. Gay. I always made it clear I was in a relationship and I was married. I'm just pals. I'm just your pal anus. Is husbanus all wet now?